Fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high. You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
We spent our days on the coast of something beautiful. We got pulled into the tide of something real. But somehow I lost you on the way. I assumed you left me behind. Lifeless days and sleepless nights, so tired of it. I can't get you off my mind, can't forget it. Now I know what I've got to do is find my way back to you. Why did it take us so long? Hey, while I was dancing on my own. Hey, and now my prayers get answered in my darkest time. 'Cause now I found you. Waiting on the day you would come back to me, hoping that I didn't burn a bridge I couldn't see. And now that you're by my side again, I'll never leave you behind. Lifeless days and sleepless nights, so tired of it. I can't get you off my mind, can't forget it. Now I know what I've got to do is find my way back to you. Why did it take us so long? Hey,
It's 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Hey, what is going on, you lovely people? Welcome back. So, this is the Zen 2022 Beta Expedition hosted by Trade Republic, and this is going to be the lower bracket matchup between Team OneShot and Team ExE. And the map that we are going to be seeing today is going to be Ascent, and a lot of Ascents has been picked up in this tournament. I have been seeing it a lot, and probably the reason why is because it is just very straightforward to play a map like Ascent, and it can go both ways. It's neither attacker friendly or defender friendly. It all depends upon what strategy you come up with at the end of the day. So this is Rocky, as you all know, and my co-host Nightwing is actually on his way to the cast, so he's going to be joining us in a few while. So until then, you're going to be listening to my voice. You have no other choice. So yeah, so let's see if the agent selection for both of these teams. So first, the attacking team is going to be Team EXE, and the defense and on the defense side, it's going to be Team OneShot. Both of these teams have a really good a really good statistics too, but unfortunately they weren't able to sustain for much longer in the winners bracket, and they had to be moved down towards the lowest bracket. But I have to remind you guys that both of these both of these teams don't have any other opportunity other than this one, so they have to fight hard for it if they want to get a shot at it. So I think the agents are going to get locked on. We are going to be seeing a Sova being picked up on both sides, as well as a chamber for Hitman, and a jet pickup coming in for a while. So that's going to be interesting to see. A duelist like Jed, who's going to be such an asset, an important asset for the attackers. And for smokes, they have the Omen, and for clearing the side, they've got the KO. So that's going to be pretty interesting for their lineup. On the other side, it's going to be the Sky for the Flash, and it's going to be Raze who's going to be acting as the duelist. And the chamber who is the same. You also have some brim smoke, so that's going to be pretty useful too. And the chamber pick, which is also like a common one in a map like Ascent, because once you get the sniper ability right, you can anchor down mid like pretty properly with that. That's going to be pretty interesting to see how both of these two teams are going to utilize these strategies, if they are going to be mixing up any new ones into their arsenal. And let's see, this is a do or die situation for them, right? Because remember, this is the lower bracket, so they have to win this in order to keep continuing in the tournament. We don't have a second opportunity. So yeah, both of these teams should fight hard for it, and let's see. This is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And there's going to be two more matches. I think that will be happening today. So make sure you see all the matches that happens. It's going to be pretty fun. And yeah, let's go with the first round. So I guess it's going to be a side A take from the attacking team. All five members are going to be. All four members are going to be going towards side A, where the chamber is going to be going for some engagement between on over the B side. But let's see what the defenders have got in action. There's going to be two people in A, two in B, and one in mid. A standard, separation of defenders. They do not want to give any slip ups in or any control area control to the attackers just yet. There isn't any engagement, and there was an engagement, and Chamber has lost quite a chunk of his HP. But both of these two teams have all their 5 men standing up as of now. 57 seconds remaining. I think the attackers are still waiting for the smoke to die off before going for the push. There comes the information dart, and there comes another smoke. So I think they have to switch up their strategy, or they have to push through the smoke, taking all the risks that they can. I mean, they can do it because they have the jet dash, right? So she can just zoom past into the side and take control. But I think they are going to be having secondary ideas on faking a rotate probably, and then going back to A. I think that's what they are going to go with, because they don't have much time now remaining on the
30
clock. Right?
seconds
30
left.
seconds, they can't pull off a rotate now. They have to go towards A side, and I think the defenders are still okay. The defenders got it. The defenders have probably figured out that they are going to be coming back towards a fake side rotate, and then they will be back to A, and that's what's going to happen. There is going to be engagement. There is going to be utility stop while getting the first engagement onto Born Heaven, and Ginny with the second one.
10
Julius,
seconds
Brent.
left.
There's going to be bodies dropping back to back. Black with the 2K onto Wicked
players
Julius. That's going to
standing.
be pretty interesting. And there comes an amazing shot for Black Infinity onto Paradox. And yeah, they have the spike. They have to go for the plan, but unfortunately, he's going to be exposed there so badly. And Black Infinity will be taking the shot, making sure that the defenders win the first round. So that's going to be Team OneShot's victory, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be OneShot emerging as the victors of the first round. And yeah, the eco is going to be favoring them pretty hard. Okay, all right, round two. Here we go. And I think it's going to be in another haze site that's going to be pushed from the attacking team, but they might be going into a mid-side rotate on towards somewhere in between towards the B side. But the two out of the five defenders have come out of the B side. They're going to go for a full-on rotate. They're going to be flanking like all the way through the spawn. This is going to be pretty interesting if they are able to pull that, and the race has control over the mid. It means that the attackers are going to get stuck between their spawn and A side, and there goes the first engagement. Blad will be taking down Paradox. This is going to be pretty bad for the attacking team because they're going to get pinched any second now by the Chamber who's going for the P. I don't know if Popping Walls is going to be aware that there is Chamber who came from CT. He's going to be pushed by two. All the attackers are down. He gets one shot onto Hitman, but unfortunately, Blad will be there to pick up the kill for himself. It's going to be a 2-round successive win for Team OneShot, which means that their economy is really nice now. They will be able to enjoy a bonus round without making sure that they stick on to the SMGs that they have. And this time around, it's going to be Team ExE getting the Vandals, and it's going to be a 5-stack. No, it's a 4-stack Vandal and a Phantom. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how this particular round will be going in whose favor. Because if Team OneShot take this round too, then their eco is going to be set, man. Like it's going to be proper, but it's like crucial to ExE that they have to make sure that OneShot's momentum gets stopped early on. And there comes the Hound for the recon, and it's going to be spotting the KO. There comes a peek on outside A arch, but unfortunately there isn't anyone gonna go down. Hitman with the same twin gets an amazing headshot onto Mr. Wick and zooms back in towards the side. Did you just see the amount of like the distance he covered in the teleportation chamber is pretty good in that aspect, I should say. And while is gonna be waiting around outside the smoke, the Vandal trained right at the head of the brim, but unfortunately he won't be able to know the position of him, so he won't be able to take spray, right? So yeah, there is going to be an engagement here. If the Brim walks out of the smoke, he's going to be in a pretty bad situation because he's covered from both sides. That's going to be pretty bad. He should be staying inside the smoke for his own safety, or probably play the smoke to his advantage. He's going to be popping the third smoke any second now, and yeah, he pops the third smoke onto the mid. So let's see. There comes the satchel. And pooping walls is. Okay. I'm not. I don't know. I think I am going to be reading his name very wrong. And So let's see what's gonna be happening here. It's a 3v2 situation for the attackers. Now the attackers have an advantage because they have the numbers advantage on towards their side. And they also have gone for the spike plan successfully. It's a 3v2 and it is a post plan. The defenders have to take back the side control and go for the defense. Sorry, the defuse. And they have to do it pretty quickly. So Julius is going to be holding the entry from the mid, and there is going to be an engagement between him and the chamber. Julius take down the anchor point. Ginny with the kill on the Julius. It's 2v2. It's 1v2 as Pooping Walls gets a kill on the Ginny, and White gets the kill on the Hitman. Chamber. I don't know. I don't know how you came up with that name, bro, but that's funny. So, anyways, um, so I mean, are you supposed to read it as pooping walls? I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just gonna call you walls to keep it safe, like to keep the content PG-13. But I'm not sure. Just hit me up. Just hit me up and tell me how you pronounce your name because I don't want to be saying it wrong, and I don't want to get caught in any controversies, and I don't want to sabotage the channel's reputation. So, anyways, moving on towards the fourth round. So the previous one being won by EXE was very crucial, right? Because the momentum was able to be stopped for one shot. But however, this round, both of these teams would be able to have a rifles on their hands. But if EXE wins this 1-2, then one shot will be put at an eco disadvantage. There comes while popping off his ultimate, checking the mid, but unfortunately won't be able to find someone. There is going to be an amazing engagement in mid, but no one is going to be taken down by that. KO with his suppression knife all the way towards mid, and there comes the peak from Pooping Walls, and he gets the kill on the Hitman. The chamber kills the chamber there, goes for the flash, but unfortunately gets taken down by Ginny, while with a knife kill onto the face of Ginny. So it's going to be a 4v3. The attackers have claimed control of side B and will be going for the plant any second now, as Julie is going to be planting. It's going to be a 4v3 post plant situation. It seems to be falling into the hands of EXE as of now. But anything could happen in a game like Valorant, right? Anything could happen in a competitive first-person shooter. So let's see what's going to happen. Few more seconds remaining because the timer has gone down. It's going to be clicking. The bomb can go off in any minute. So they have to fast it up. And while an amazing 3K, he's using this ultimate ability to the point. And Vlad is an amazing kill onto the chamber. He has to kill 3 more members. He gets the second kill, but unfortunately Julius peaks at the same time. We'll be getting the refrag on towards the black, making sure that the third this round will be going under the hands of EXE. This was very crucial, right? Because as I said, if you could see the screen, Team OneShot won't be able to afford any assault rifles of their own. So this is going to be a save round for them, unfortunately, which means that EXE can push this into their favor and get that 1 point into their advantage. So think about it. What is the main difference between a regular first-person shooter like, say, Rainbow Six Siege and a game like Valorant? In Rainbow Six Siege, even if you lose the previous round, it doesn't matter, right? Because you will still be able to afford. I mean, it's not like afford. You'll still have your guns going on towards the next one. But in a game like Valorant and CS:GO, where economy plays a fact, it's going to be pretty an interesting factor. Oh, while I was speaking, while got disconnected, but he reconnected back. But anyway, Chamber opens the kill onto Hitman there, and Ginny will be getting one on back to the Chamber, and Paradox will be getting a kill of his own on the Bond Helen. So it's going to be a 4v2 and a 4v1 just like that in the first 1 minute of the round. Mr. Big will be getting the kill on the Ginny, so it's all up to Black Infinity with the Sheriff there in his hand. He has to go up against the likes of 4 Vandals, and unfortunately he gets taken down by Mr. Wick, and the attackers got it. Such a quick round. So coming back to what I was talking about, so yeah, the games like CS:GO and Valorant, like how crucial it is to take advantage of the round which your opponent doesn't have it, because it's so good. It's, and in that aspect, it's like, that's the difference between a game like, Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty, or any other Halo, whatever is it, whatever competitive first person shooter is being played, and a shooter like Valorant or CS:GO. So it is important to take advantage of such rounds, and EXE took advantage of such round, and it's going to be a technical pause that has been called right now. Yeah, so we are going to be waiting for a few more seconds before these two teams could sort out the problems that they are facing, and we will be back with the game any second now. I think Vile has some problem with his connection. He's the one who is facing some ping issues there, and yeah, hopefully they will be able to sort it. We saw a problem with one of the teams yesterday too, but I don't know what is the situation that is going on these days with the internet and the game not coordinating for the players in tournaments like these. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty unfortunate if he won't be able to rectify his internet connection, because the map can be rehosted, unfortunately, in Valorant. So that's going to be pretty problematic. So yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so I think the match timer will be going off any second now, and yes, it does. All the players have returned successfully, and we are going to be resuming with the match. And so this is going to be the sixth. No, it's not. Okay. Paradox has requested to wait, so we're going to be waiting yet again. To summarize what is happening. Okay, the game is glitching. Okay, why it got disconnected, and he has to restart his PC. Mr. Wick also got disconnected. Okay, so I guess this is a bad day to be playing Valorant. I don't know, man. I don't know what's the problem with the players. The game is glitching, is what they're saying, and they have to restart their PCs. So this is going to be taking a while more, and yeah, until then, to like keep the chat engaging. So what about you guys? So what do you guys think? What is the best first-person competitive shooter that you have played according to you? For me, I would personally say it used to be. I literally scream used to be Rainbow Six Siege because the game was really nice before, but recently I feel like too many operators spoiled the broth, and I don't know, same ideas getting recycled here and there. But anyways, what are your opinions on it? What are your opinions about it? What's your favorite first-person shooter? And yeah, go for it, shoot it. So let's keep this engaging before we start with the match.
Right here.
I wouldn't agree that Siege is better than Valorant, but you know, okay, you caught me off guard, man. But uh, both of the games is you know what. To be honest, I love casting both of the games. I'm not wrong in that, but personally, I would prefer playing Siege over Valorant because I suck at Valorant, right? I suck at Valorant big time because I don't know, man. The shooting mechanism, the recoil and everything. I can't control the gun in Valorant because I'm a shift W person. I'm a Call of Duty player, right? So ever since my seventh grade, I used to play hardcore COD, and it's always shift W for me, right? And unfortunately, I won't be able to do that in a game like Valorant and CS:GO, can I? So that's the only reason why I prefer to play Siege and Call of Duty over Valorant. But for casting, I would really love to cast both Siege and Valorant in that matter. So yeah, that's that. Yes, we are still going to be waiting for the players to reconnect back. Ginny has also disconnected. I mean, multiple players are getting disconnected. I'm not pretty sure like which player has which particular problem, but also when Rocky is a pro COD player. Oh, I wish I was. I wish I was. But yeah, I mean, I am a better player in COD than in Valorant. So yeah, I'll give you that. Oh yeah, man. But those days, we used to go to the internet cafe, to like gaming cafes, and then sit for 3 hours, 3 to 4, 5 hours playing COD Modern Warfare 1. You know what? Those days used to be amazing, man. Nostalgic to even think about it. it used to be amazing, right? Like those days, we won't be not everyone will be having PCs of their own, and even if they have, it would be potato PCs, right? And I mean, technology has improvised now, and a lot of us have good PCs. But back in the days, that was a vibe. I think when we were all in like school, like probably seventh or eighth grade, thinking about it, going to a gaming cafe, screaming our lungs out every time we kill our friend or an enemy, and yeah, those times used to be really nostalgic, and hope we could go there somewhere, but I don't know. I don't think we'll be like experiencing that anymore now, and I feel really bad for the generation, for the younger generation, that they won't be able to like experience all that. But I might sound a little like a boomer, but you know what? Okay, go for it. I don't mind. Okay, so I guess one of the player has reconnected. And that's nice. So which means that we're still waiting on Nightwing to join too. I'm gonna be tracking his live location. I want to know if he's coming straight back to home or if he is going somewhere. He's taking a detour. So let me check that. And meantime, we can be waiting. I think there is an okay. Okay, I don't know what the okay call is for. I think I missed the chat over there. Okay, I guess both of the teams are going to be ready in any second now, and we are going to be waiting for the ready call. And yeah, I mean, just like I said, there is a taunt in. I don't know how many of you guys have played Age of Empires 2. There is a taunt where if you type 14, right, the number 14, you'll hear a voice screaming, "Start the game already!" And that's exactly what I'm screaming inside my head. And here we go, 2 seconds, and we are on route the sixth
You
round.
want to play?
And
Let's
this is
play.
gonna be I'm guessing it's gonna be an all A push. Maybe they will be going for a mid control and then push mid and A all together. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. There comes the engagement, Mr. Wick, and there's gonna be the Jet dashing inside side, taking control. Black will be opening things up with the kill onto Wick, and Black Infinity will be getting the kill onto Wild. Two of the defenders have been taken off the board. Very, very well held by Team One Shot. And Julius with the ultimate ability. He is going to be going towards B back, but I think he will be hurt by the chamber. Yes, he'll be hurt by the chamber. Unfortunately, he doesn't look
Spike
towards his right,
down
and
B.
Hitman will be punishing Julius for not checking the angle. That's going to be really bad situation because the spike has gone down in the middle of the side, and all the defenders are going to be getting back towards the side B. Now that is pretty disadvantageous for the attacking team.
Watching
Now
here.
a costly mistake done by Julius. They're not checking his angle before he went for the plant. I think he thought that the side was clear. I don't know why he assumed that the side would be clear, but that was a pretty costly mistake from his side. 5 men from the defenders still standing. It's going to be just two attackers over there, and they have to retrieve the spike, which is being guarded properly by the chamber, and the rest of the defending team have made their way back to B, except for two, the
30
Sova and
seconds left.
the sky is are going to be waiting on this spawn. So there comes the smoke denying the entry as of now. Not denying the entry, but like slowing the entry on towards the B side. So let's see what's going to happen. Chamber is waiting patiently with the operator in his hand. He's going to go for the peak. Oh, my laptop says its battery is slow. Let me put that on charge. And there
Last
comes an
player
engagement, and
standing.
unfortunately
10
Ginny
seconds
will be
left.
taking the operator down from the hands of the chamber, and that is the ability operator, right? So he won't be able to pick it up. But anyways, 4 seconds on the clock, and Black Infinity is going to be waiting it out, because I don't know if I mean, so my apologies on that one. Paradox, I guess, is going to be the Sova who's going to be waiting it out on just outside the spawn, and will be getting the kill onto, and he gets an exit frag onto Bland. Bland loses his gun, man. I mean, that's pretty bad. But however, Team One Shot were able to get things back up. So we are at a scores level again, and pretty sure that this is gonna be another one of the games. Is gonna be like very neck to neck, because both of these teams have proven that they don't want to slip this waste this opportunity. They want to give it their best shot, and because they want to stay in the tournament, right? Because remember, this is the lowest bracket, the lower bracket, and yeah, they have to make sure that they win this game in order to stay in the tournament to get a chance of redemption. Mr. Vic with the flashing himself, unfortunately. That was a bad flash from his side. He goes for the second flash, momentarily flashing him, but I guess that's fine. That was a better one than the previous one. There comes a suppression knife for him. There comes an engagement between the Omen and I guess it's the Sky who was holding mid. I'm not pretty sure on that. No, it's the Raze which was holding mid. So anyways, Omen will be having the diffuser in his hand this time too, and he's going to be making his way towards B side, which is being held by Sova. Not being held, but is being watched by Sova and the chamber. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. It's going to be tagging. It's not going to be tagging anyone, unfortunately, for him. And there comes the engagement in towards the B side. The smoke goes on onto mid. I suppose that is, yes, it is. Walls is going to be checking the corners this time around before he goes in. But there comes the smoke. There comes the engagement. The anchor point has been destroyed, and there's going to be some engagement through the walls here. Shots being fired between 2 and 4. The smoke and the spike will be planted. It's going to be seeing a 5v5 post plant situation. There comes his Sky's ability, giving information about where the people are while we'll be opening things up. Blab will getting the kill on pooping balls, and Black Infinity will be getting the kill on the Julius Nova Chrono. It's going to be a 3v2, a 3v1 as Mr. will getting the wall bank kill on the Black Infinity. And Blad will be taking down Paradox. It's a 1v2. It's all up to Blad now to clutch this up. Will he be able to do that? He is going to swing. He will be getting the first kill. He's going to be... Oh no, he goes out of bullets on his main weapon. He switches to the pistol, but unfortunately, Wild with an amazing 3k of his own will be securing the round for Team EXE. What a round that was. That was amazing, man. That was really good from both of these teams. So 5v5 post plant is like a really interesting thing to see because there's going to be a lot of engagement between both of these teams, right? And that's going to be pretty like, you know, a lot of things can go on. It can go anywhere. And both of these teams had the guns in their hand. I mean, they had rifles in their hands. So yeah, it was a pretty good round, and that's the end of it. And EXE will be coming out on top of it after the previous one. And I guess I heard a sound of someone joining the stream. I hope it's Nightwing. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Nightwing is back onto the stream.
Welcome everyone, welcome to the game. Thank you, Rocky, for the introduction. We are seeing the 8th round of this tournament. I mean, 8th round of this game. And it's going to be Paradox taking down Mantic, but will be taken down. And that is one person down for the defenders. One kills coming in with Mr. Vic taking on Black Infinity, who we were not able to witness in last night's game. It's going to be a 5v2 situation. It's going to be pretty hard.
Oh, and yeah, that was a flawless round for Team EXE. So to recap upon what's happening here, this is going to be it's going to be Team EXE on the offensive and Team OneShot with the defend. And they seem to have like, you know, winning back-to-back rounds on each side. It was going all even until 3-3, and EXE have won 2 consecutive rounds as of now. And yeah, as of now, that is the recap of whatever happened in this matchup. And yeah, I think EXE are doing a good job at attacking, but OneShot is also like, you know, whenever they get the chances, they are able to hold the side off pretty good. But 2 consecutive round victory coming in for Team EXE as they have their aim trained on towards B side. They get pushed back. Mr. Vic is going to be taking a lot of damage from that nade, unfortunately losing a lot of his HP. And there comes the information too, so they know that there are going to be agents scattered outside B. So this may be a rotate on to... Oh no, the operator of Hitman gets taken down as he makes this way towards mid, and unfortunately Mr. Vic is going to be punishing him, and the operator is going to get stolen. No, I don't think so. But yeah, let's see. There comes the flash, and there comes the smoke. They're going to be pushing so bad, and Jet will be dashing in towards side A. And I think that is side control for the attackers as of now, because Heaven, there isn't anyone on Heaven. Walls get a kill onto Blad, and Bone will be getting the refrag onto Mr. Vic. I mean, not a refrag, will be getting the kill onto Mr. Vic as Julius goes for the plant. It's a 4v3 close plant situation this time around. And if Team EXE will be getting this one too, it means it's going to be 3 consecutive round victory for them.
Yeah, and as we move forward, there is the post plant, the flash ready on Julius's hand. We are going to be seeing him pushing up into garden, and he is not going to be meeting up anybody right now. While who is waiting right outside door is going to be... Oh, Paradox with the double kill, finishing up, and that's the 3rd continuous round for Team EXE, and EXE are going to be getting 6 rounds in attack already. As we've already talked about this, Rocky, like getting rounds in attack in any map is gotta feel really, really good for you.
Yeah, that is completely true. And Ascent being a completely neutral map, because you can't say if it's an attacker sided or if it's a defender sided. I would say that you know, both of the sides do have an equal advantage when going for it. And when you have a good, like, decisive advantage in the attacking half, you can feel a bit a bit comfortable on the defensive side, because you always feel like at home when you are on the defensive side, right? So that's going to be pretty interesting. Oh, a lot of shots being fired through the smoke, but unfortunately not hitting any one of the agents on the other side. There comes the flash of Julius. I think they are gonna go for the dash into the side, maybe or maybe not, as they are gonna go for a rotate by the looks of it towards side B. I guess they are gonna be expecting a flank there by Ginny, and
Ooh,
Ginny will be
Ginny.
on Paradox. What a costly engagement that was. And there's going to be Chamber with a refrag almost instantaneously onto Enman. Both the teams have lost one man. There comes the engagement between Blad. Blad unfortunately goes down to the likes of Mr. Wick. And but yeah, Mr. Wick has lost a lot of HP. He just has 50 HP remaining. I mean, 49 HP remaining to be exact. And a lot of attackers, two of the attackers to be exact, have lost a lot of their HPs. So there is still a possibility for the defenders to take back control of the side.
Oh, there comes the charge that's going to be taking one down, and that's going to be
no.
man onto his counterpart. While Vic takes down Bone, and this chamber is going to be rotating, maybe finding one more or maybe not. There comes the shot. The Jet is going to be on 1 HP, and Jet gets taken down. That's a 2v1 situation with the defenders actually on the advantage, and Julius is actually going to be taken on Hitman. It's a 1v1 situation with the Sova in his hand is and Vandal.
Oh yeah, he did reclaim the Vandal, so there is going to be an opportunity for the Sova to take them down. He has the information now. He goes for a TP, but unfortunately TP is right in front of his face. What was he thinking? I have no clue on that. And the defenders take the round. Was it a thrifty round?
Yeah,
Is it going to be a thrifty round for them?
That was very well
And
played. As I was already saying, the chamber was in the right place, in the right time, and he was able to get 2 judge kills, and we have to give it to him. And Black Infinity playing it very patiently with his drone. I'm not really sure what the Omen was trying to do there. He got detected, maybe played a bit slow. I don't know what his play was, but it wasn't working out anyway. Julius, you messed up right there, but it's completely alright. They already have a 2-point lead. We are going into the 11th round. I think I have caught up on what is happening in the game. I welcome you guys again to this first game that is between ExE and OneShot.
Right, this is going to be a really good matchup. I'm pretty sure about it, because both of these teams have only one opportunity, which is this one, and they have to fight hard for it in order to stay in the tournament. And yeah, we are going to be on like towards the 11th round, and the location has been revealed for the chamber, unfortunately, and the Sova is going to be going for the peak any second now. But he's going to be it's going to be Mr. Wick who goes for the engagement first. He gets shot through the wall. Unfortunately, won't be able to get the kill on the Sova, and there comes the nade, which will be pushing the Sova out of the comfort zone over there. But in the meantime, Pooping Walls will be going for the peak on towards the mid, and there comes the engagement. Sova is like desperate to get the kill onto Mr. Wick because he is low on HP, and if he gets it, it's gonna be really bad. Mr. Wick is always, I mean, not always, but in a lot of rounds, he finds himself at a really low HP, and I don't know why such circumstances happens to him.
That's unfortunate for him, but it's still a 5v5 situation. We haven't seen the first person that's going to be going down. The Odin that's going to be held in the site B in the hands of the chamber is going to be very, very important for this round, because we can see the rotate coming in, but they can happily... Oh, there comes the first kill. That's going to be Pooping Walls onto Ginny. That's the first kill. And the Sky and Mr. Vic are going to be standing right next to each other, and that is the flash. And there comes the ultimate. The ultimate is actually not going to be helpful because he's going to be taken out, and so is going to be the chamber. But Paradox does get the refrag, but Born of Heaven is going to be taking down the Omen, and there is Black Infinity to take down Paradox. So 1v2 situation with the KO actually being on the KO might be giving some information because he was able to see one, but he's not going to be able to capitalize on the information. Black Infinity will be taken on Wild, and what a round coming in for the defenders yet again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be ending in a 6-6 matchup in the first half, but let's see what the next round has in store as the first half comes to an end with the next round. It's going to be pretty interesting. If Team OneShot gets this one, it's going to be all tied up, and they have to start it yet again from the scratch going on towards the second half. So there is going to be an Odin being purchased by Itman. I think he did have it in the previous one because I don't remember noticing that, but anyways, that's going to be pretty interesting to see how he holds the entry on towards B side with that Odin, and that's going to be pretty nasty job with him because entering the B side tunnel when there is an Odin being sprayed through the walls, man, that is gonna be an headache.
That has to be seen. But the attackers do have a complete buy because they were able to win multiple rounds in the start, and the information is going to be taken, and Ginny is going to be the first one on to Julius. That is the first attacker down. There comes the ultimate of the race. I don't really see anybody getting affected by it. Oh, what an ultimate, but not going to be hitting anybody. Oh, there comes the kill from Paradox. What a play and what a shot on to Ginny. It's a 3v4 situation. Now the attackers have the advantage. That was a quick turn of events, and we are going to be seeing a very close round for this one.
Yeah, even then, even if the numbers advantage lies with the attacking team, the Chamber is at a really low HP over there, I should say, and he has to be careful because even one or two bullets is going to be claiming his life. So there comes the flashes, there comes the smoke, there comes the suppression knife, and he's going to be pushing side Mr. with a kill on the Born of Heaven. And the Hunter's Fury, unfortunately, won't be doing much damage enough. The defenders have lost 2 men now. That's going to be a decisive disadvantage for them because the numbers aren't on their side. The Odin of I think it's the Chamber with the Odin. I'm not pretty sure who has the Odin in his hand as of now, but that's going to be pretty interesting to see if he is able to utilize the Chamber. It is going to be peeking with the Operator, and he gets taken down by the Operator of the other Chamber. And there comes the peek, there comes the shot, and Black Infinity coming out on top of it. He still has to kill 3 members of the attacking team. He has to go for the defuse. After that, he gets spotted, and this is going to be pretty bad because Jet will be taken down, but at 50 HP, he gets suppressed. He will be pushed by the KO. The second now, he doesn't have time. He takes down the KO too, but it's just up to Sova.
That's very unfortunate.
And, that's going to be unfortunate. He sees the shock dart coming. He has the half done. Will he be able to clutch it? Will he be able to clutch it? Will he be able to clutch it?
Oh my god! What just happened? What is happening? Black Infinity, you legend! What a round coming in from the Sova. It was a Sova at the end, and his shock dart, though hitting the right spot, wasn't able to hit the right person. And what a round coming in for Black Infinity. Perfect half diffuse, perfect tick right after the shock dart.
I'm literally satisfied for the fact that this stream does not have my face on it, because if it had it, you guys would have literally laughed your asses out looking at my reaction to that previous one, because what the hell was that? I mean, how unfortunate for the attacking team should have that been? I mean, quick thinking from I don't know, man. I don't know. Kudos for the defending team. Their one shot played it really nice. I should say, what just a microsecond of damage would have got us into the attacking side. But here we are on the second half. It's a 6-6. So let's see what's going to be happening on this time around with EXE on the defense and one shot on the offensive. They're going to be flooding the side B. Black Infinity opening things up with a kill on a Mr. Wick. It's a 5v4. It becomes a 4v4. Oh no, or 5v3 with Jenny getting the kill on the pooping walls. And Born of Heaven is going to go for the plan. It's going to be a 5v3 post plan. There comes the heal from the sky, and this is going to be pretty bad for the defensive team because they have to take back the side control and then go for the defuse. Julius, however, is going to be getting the kill on to Black Infinity while we getting the kill onto Hitman. So it's going to be a 3v3. It's going to be a 3v2, and all of a sudden the circle is going to get flipped. Julius with the kill and Paradox with the 2k. I'm jumping off the roof, man. I don't know.
I don't understand something. You get such crazy entry. It is a 3v5 situation. Why get cocky? You need every single round. You can't just miss out on this just because it's a pistol round. And that was completely on Team One Shot. They should have played it way better than how they had. And kudos to Team EXE too. Good retake coming in from them. Paradox with the multi-kill in the end, actually finishing up for them. But the kills and Genie actually messing up all his shots onto the players who are coming from B main was also a reason for them to win that round.
I mean, just like you said, even after taking control of the side, making it into a post plan, having the numbers advantage on towards their side, I'm pretty sure one shot through that opportunity. But whatsoever, moving on, everyone makes mistakes in their lives, and it's not like everyone is perfect. So getting past that, hopefully they will recover from such a mistake. But EXE is going to be tasting the victory of the previous round. Vlad, what an amazing headshot on towards Wild. So that's going to be interesting. He will be getting a second one. Unfortunately, he gets taken down by Paradox, but Genie with the almost setting his refund. Julius with 2 judge kills on the Black Infinity and Born of Heaven. And Genie will be taking Julius down. So this is going to be a 2v2. In spite of this being a pistol round for the defending team, they have managed to take down 3 members. Will it be 4 as KO goes for another kill? There comes the flash from Mr. Wick. Oh, that's the grenade from Mr. Wick. Will be taking the life of Genie, and the second kill for him onto Hitman. What an amazing shot that was. and EXE will be securing the second defensive round comfortably, which means that they will be having that bonus round advantage on towards their favor.
That was very beautiful coming in from the race because, my bad, the KO, because the defenders, I mean, the attackers, though not having enough economy, they were able to hit a lot of players, bring it down to 2v2. But thanks to Vic, that they were able to win the round, because if Vic hadn't stepped up there, they would have lost economy and they would have also lost all of the guns. Good eco coming from them anyway, and well played. It is 6-8. We move on to the 15th round, and that is going to be the attackers completely pushing up onto A side. There comes the information, and there is the Sova that's going to be peeking. Sova is going to be landing a lot of shots onto Vlad. Vlad, who can't heal himself, is in a very bad spot. And there comes the drone, and the drone, I mean the recon bolt, and it is going to be detecting. Oh, multiple people getting flashed. Vic with one, Vic with two, Vic maybe throwing another one, but he's going to be throwing away his life. And Ginny's going to be the one who's going to be pushing up onto 2 kills, and Hitman's going to be taken on while Moving Walls does get a refrag onto Ginny. It's going to be a 1v2 situation for Julius, who was holding on to a shotgun the last round as well.
And all of a sudden this...
Sorry.
Okay, bro.
I understand,
Okay,
like a lot of
okay.
people have told me about this, not to mourn while casting, but that is just how I give reactions, guys. If you guys want me to stop, I'll definitely do that. But yeah, anyways, let's keep moving forward.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it personally, but oh yeah, man. I mean, it was an orgasmic worthy event that was happening there, to be honest, because I mean, what is happening between both of these teams? I really don't understand, because they're living. They're giving their absolute everything to remain in this tournament, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see how determined that both of these teams are. There comes the smoke onto mid, and the presence has been detected onto Hitman. The suppression knife came a long way, I suppose, and the Black will be going for the recon hound, and he will be finding one on just beside the door, and he will go for the RPG shot, but unfortunately Jet is going to be dashing away from it, but it eats half of her HP. Born of Heaven will be going for the plan any second. Yes, he has initiated it, and the plan will happen. It's going to be a 5v5 close plan yet again, just like we saw a few rounds back, and this is going to be pretty interesting. There's going to be a lot of engagements, a lot of actions happening there. The fire is going to be denying entry from Heaven. There comes the shot dart, which will be doing damage for any agents who are going to be holding mid, and the defenders are going to be playing it really slow. They're waiting for the flank coming up from the chamber, and there comes the flank. Hitman, unfortunately, the last second moves his cursor away from the flank. Will he be taken down from that? I'm not pretty sure about what's going to be happening. There comes the multiple engagements while we taking out Hitman, while he takes down Vlad too, after Vlad gets Julius, but unfortunately Paradox ending things up with a kill on to Born Heaven, and it's going to be falling into the hands of EXE as Paradox revives Mr. Vic. They will be having they will be retrieving 4 rifles back into their favor, and it's going to be a round that's going to be falling into the hands of EXE. Very well played there, and a 2-round advantage being back up onto the board.
Well played, and that was a very good round coming in for the defenders. Well played. They weren't actually throwing away their life. They played it really well. And as we move forward, it is going to be the 17th round of this game. We can see it is going to be the lure coming in from the chamber. The chamber is going to be playing it pretty slow. I can see a rotate coming up in this round as well. They're not going to be committing completely towards one side. And for economy, it is going to be bad for the attackers, as they are going to be playing their pistols. And what a shot coming in onto Hitman. Hitman already on 50 HP. Hitman is slowly going to be holding up onto mid, while all the other attackers are going to be... Oh, shot Hitman. And there is the gun. There comes the first kill on Moving Walls with one Moving Walls, with not another. Born is going to be taking him down, and that's 2 guns already for the attackers. Though their players are going to be on very low HP, it is a good eco coming in for them already. And there is the plant Sky, who's not going to be heal herself, is going to be holding up onto the Marshal and is going to be waiting right down in health. And there is going to be a flanker who's going to be pushing up onto A main any second now, and will be able to get at least 1 pick. There is the peak coming from the Omen. The Omen's going to be pick up onto the Brim, and the Brim is going to be taken down, and that is going to be a beautiful shot coming from Vlad. Vlad with the first kill, and there comes the flash. The flash is going to be, oh, what a TP, and the TP actually helped this time. Julius is trying to get one more, which he's not able to, and he's not going to. There comes the second flash, and there is the dart. Knowing that Sky is low on HP, Paradox is able to take them with the shock dart. And that is the end of the round, and that is going to be 7 and 10 for Team EXE.
their 3-point lead now. They're just 3 downs away from securing the opportunity and snatching it away from Team OneShot. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see if OneShot will be able to bounce back, because as of now the momentum looks to be solid into the hands of the defending team, which is the ExE. And they do have a lot of economy, but I guess the attackers are going to be forcing their hands on towards the Vandals and the Phantoms. So if they lose this one particular round, it means that their economy is going to take a dive pretty bad, and that's going to be a dire situation, because if EXE wins this round and wins the next round too, it's going to be putting them on match point advantage. And team OneShot should be making sure that they don't give such an advantage to the defending team, which is EXE. There comes the shot. Vlad, he loses a lot of HP, and Pooping was getting the first kill on the Born of Heaven, and he gets taken down by Julius. And that's 2 attackers down almost instantaneously. This round looks like it's going to be comfortably taken by Team EXE. What a wonderful defense. There comes the smoke, and it's going to be pushed by Julius in his second now, and there comes the flash out of the smoke. He's going to get flashed, but unfortunately he won't be able to see the one who's holding behind him, and he's getting 1 kill on Mr. Vic. What a cheesy kill, but a 4K coming in from Julius. What an amazing play by the Omen. He popped off like really good. And as I was saying, this is going to be a bad situation for the attackers, because not everyone is going to be able to.
What the attackers' plan was there, because they knew there was an Odin, they knew there was an Omen who was going to be holding up onto B, but still they were just pushing in blindly, and that is what had cost them with the first 2 entry picks that they had given. And well played on the defensive side. They held their own, and they were able to get those easy frags that they were supposed to be not missing. And Ginny is going to have his Ares out in hand, and there comes the peak from Wild, who's going to be holding in the middle of the round, and there comes the first kill. Wild is actually going to be getting Ginny through the wall, and so is Ginny. Ginny's actually getting the operator through the wall, and there is the flash, the first flash, and the flash is actually going to be taking down this guy. But Vlad with completely flash, he's going to be taking down the one, and Wild with a refrag onto Black Infinity, while an immediate refrag from Hitman takes down Wild as well. It's a 2v3 situation with the attackers in a very good position right now, and the Omen is going to be taken down by this guy, and that is the kill. It's a 1v3 situation with the Sova all alone in heaven, also getting detected because of the flash. He is going to be running around because his position has been, detected. And Paradox with first kill with 20 HP, he's really not going to be doing anything right now.
That is completely true. It's a post plan, and it is a 1v2. There comes the recon bolt from Sova, but unfortunately there's an operator that's going to be holding. He gets lit up, 20 HP. Sova is on 20 HP, Chamber is on 50 HP, the Brim is on, however, he's going to be on his full of his armor and his HP, I suppose. Yeah, 150 on the board, so this is going to be really bad situation, and Hitman is going to be ending things up for Paradox. Now, this was a necessary must-win situation for Team OneShot here, because if they lost this one too, then their economy would have gone further bad. But they had to take a gamble, and the gamble went on right for them, because they had to make sure that the pressure doesn't come up. Because even if they lose one more round to EXE, right, it means it's going to be putting them up onto a match point advantage, which is going to be adding a lot of pressure on towards the side of the towards the side of the attackers.
That is very true, and it was a very good round coming in from the attackers, playing it pretty well. With Ginny's skill, Vlad's skill onto the KO, which was very, very important, which actually gave them the advantage. And Ginny actually taking down the operator in the start was also very important. And Hitman is going to be... Hitman is going to be pushing up onto A side while Vlad gets the flash, and there is the second flash. The second flash is actually going to be detecting while getting double kills there, and while has been playing a very important role in this round. There is the third kill, and he's going to be taken down, but he has already impacted enough. But Black Infinity is not going to back down, and there is the kill on to multiple people. It's a 2v4 situation. Black Infinity pushed down to 20 HP, very unfortunate, and there is going to be Hitman who's slowly lurking, gets detected. Mr. Vic is going to be fighting Hitman, and it is going to be a 2v2 situation inside side while the Omen is slowly lurking up onto mid.
Oh yeah, it is a 2v3 for the attacking team. They don't have the numbers advantage on towards their side, but let's see, there is some ray of hope as Hitman goes for the peak. Will he be able to find at least one? If he is able to get a kill onto anyone, it's going to be pretty advantageous, but Paradox will be getting the kill onto his counter enemy Sova. So it's going to be a 3v1 as the Sova will be getting pinched onto the side any second now, and he has no other options but to go for the plant, and he is going to be taking the engagement on towards the side, but unfortunately Paradox is going to be on towards his right. And this is going to be putting EXE onto the match point situation. Such a dreaded pressure on to Team OneShot now, because they have to make sure that this round doesn't fall into their hands if they want to stay in this tournament. And if it is going to be into the hands of Team EXE, they're going to be comfortably moving forward into their, the lower bracket, and they'll be having the advantage towards their side.
Yeah, and this is the lower bracket round two with EXE against OneShot. These two teams were spectacular throughout the tournament, but every good thing has to come to an end, and so does one of these teams push towards this tournament's final. And we are going to be seeing the match point for Team EXE, and Team EXE are going to be playing 2-on-2 yet again. But this time, while yet again going for the peak, and Vlad is actually going to be getting hit by it, and while slowly pushing back into Garden, is not going to be taking any more risks.
Prepare for hellfire.
Yeah, so all five members of both the teams are going to be standing up just yet. But there comes the first engagement. While we'll be taking the head of Vlad and pooping walls, we getting the kill on the Jenny, and it's 3 attack, and it's down to 3 attackers as the plant will go down. However, Born of Heaven will be taking the kill. Paradox will be the kill on the Born of Heaven, and it's all up to Mist. Oh, and unfortunately, that is it. Curtains down for Team OneShot as Team EXE is going to wrap this up, and they are going to be moving forward in the lowest bracket. Unfortunately, Team OneShot is getting eliminated out of this tournament. Pretty good matchup you guys have put. Well played, guys. Thank you so much for making it into the tournament. But Team EXE, you are the ones who are going to be emerging as the victors of this matchup. You're going to be moving forward in the lowest bracket. Congratulations on your effort, and wishing you good luck on the future matches. But it was a really good match that we saw from the first. It was going both sides. I should be honest. I wasn't sure whether it's going to be a Team OneShot's map or if it's going to be Team EXE's map. But in midway, EXE was able to find the rhythm. They were able to find the momentum that they need. They were able to pressure Team OneShot perfectly. Both the sides were able to put up an amazing, portrayal of mechanical skill, but EXE coming out on top of it at the end of the day. So that was a pretty good matchup. So we still have two more matches that's going to be happening today. So thank you so much for tuning in. Keep tuned in because we will be starting the next matchup in another 5 to 10 minutes. So thank you so much, guys. We will be back.
Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Sometimes I'm selfish, get jealous. I feel a little helpless. My whole world has shifted again. You made a promise, I kept it. Now I'm second guessing. My whole world has shifted again. Now I drive back to an empty room, and it's setting in. Now that your things are gone, You were fine all this time, I was inside out. Put my heart in your hands till it came back round. Didn't think that you'd fallen so deep. Didn't know that I had it in me. Guess my sanity breaks away too easy.
Bring it to a heart, back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, back down, back down, back down, back down. That's how it was and that's how it is. Back.
You were mine, don't know why I was upside down. Had a flame in your eyes, all I saw was doubt. Oh, paranoid, got lost in my own world. Made a choice, now it's too late to return. Watch my sanity break away too easy.
Bring it to a heart, back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, back down, back down, back down, back down. That's how it was and that's how it is. Back. Back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down. Bring it to a heart, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, back down.
Getting hype when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Yeah. All in when I show up. Whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
Daydreams are killing me. Feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just help me numb all the pain. I'm one step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. Get losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. Get losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. Heart fails under pressure. Wonder if these bad days will last forever. So pessimistic from the past. All the good things end up in caskets. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just help me numb all the pain. I'm one step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. Get losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. Get losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave.
if I should stay or be alone. Won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. I'm just waiting for the fire, but you won't even try to survive. You would rather keep it all inside, and I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, but I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh. Magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. Yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Burn 'em, burn 'em. All this money I be making, I'ma burn 'em, burn 'em. I'ma murk 'em. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn 'em. Murder, it's a murder. Disrespect us, I'ma spark it, I'ma burn 'em. And I'll be searching, I'll be lurking, I'ma hurt 'em. And all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. All this money I be making, I'ma burn 'em, burn 'em. Smoke it up. Burn 'em. Whopping niggas bucket, I'ma serve 'em. Spinning on a block with a mop, I disturb 'em. I never killed a nigga, but I'm ready to spit a hollow right on a person. And the curse, I'm about to merge on a nigga's turf. I'ma let a nigga burn, burn, let 'em burn. And these bitches better learn when I pull up, I'ma burst. Make a nigga see stars spin and leave him on a curb. Burn 'em, burn 'em. All this money I be making, I'ma burn 'em. Burn 'em. Run him down till he out of town. And I got it on me, nigga, don't you fuck around.
Welcome, guys. It is going to be the second game for today. It is going to be between Team Entrare and NBD Bulls. And this is going to be played yet again on Ascent. And this is the second game for today. We are seeing the agent picks coming in. This is going to be yet another low bracket match. And as we can
Yeah.
see, the KO has been picked. KJ is going to be picked. They're going to be playing double Sentinel with the only flasher, which is going to be KO. Are they going to be making any changes to their other initiator? That's going to be Mags and Jesh. Let's see. On the other hand, we are going to be seeing Joyly with the pick onto Jet, and they are also not going to go for any duelist pick. This is something very, very unusual. Oh, my bad. The Jet is a duelist, but the only flashes are going to be coming out in the hands of the Chaos.
I mean, it's going to be Entrare without any duelist on the hindsight, because as of now they haven't decided on to pick up a
Select
duelist,
your
but they do have a flash of KO and the Omen, but without having a duelist, I'm not pretty sure what they have in mind. But on the other side, NBD will be having Joyly playing as the Jet, so that's going to be pretty interesting, because in a map like Ascent, traversing the distance with Jet's dash is going to be pretty much interesting and pretty advantageous to use. And yeah, again, Chamber and Omen is even Sova, as a matter of fact, are the three most commonly picked in a map like Ascent that I've seen so far in this tournament particularly. And we could see both of these teams having 3 out of 5 operators to be Chamber, Omen, and Sova. And the rest of the 2 is going to be it's going to be 4 of 5. That's going to be the common, and it's just a KJ and the Jet being the only different operators that is being the agents that is being picked by both of these teams. But moving on towards the first round of the second matchup, this is second match today. This is going to be between Entrare and NBD, and Entrare is going to be on the defense, and NBD Bulls will be on the offensive. So we all know the first round is going to be crucial for getting the initial momentum and the initial economy advantage. So let's see which one will be coming out as the victors of this second match of the lowest bracket. And whoever is going to be winning out of these 2 teams will be facing ExE on towards the third lower bracket matchup that will be happening shortly after the second match gets winded up.
As we can see, it is going to be a complete B-side push coming in. The Jet already inside side, and he's chamber, but he's going to be taking out Johnny with the first kill, and Pixel with the refrag, and Jace is going to be picking up a kill on to roll up an eye patch, and that is going to be a 2v3 situation with the spike already dropped down. Thies is going to be slow. Oh, Thies is going to be taken out through the smoke. That's a 2v2 situation. There comes the pick for Jace. Jace with 3 kills this round is on a roll. And Megatron, who's on 45 HP, is slowly going to be pushing up onto the side. My bad. Slowly going to be pushing up onto Pizza with both players playing on CT. Even though the spike is planted, the spike is dropped on ramps, we can see that Sova is going to be slowly pushing up. He's going to be catching both of them off guard, and that's going to be one. Oh no, Sova! Can't do that.
Oh.
He just had to
Yeah,
land one
actually-
shot on Jace to pick him off, and it would have been very, very hard for the KJ to come back from that. But unfortunate, a round which was in his hand was thrown out, but it's completely alright. It's just the pistol round. That's the first round. Let us see what is going to be happening in the second round. I'll be right back in a
Entrare
second.
Esports coming top of the first round, which means that they will be having that economy advantage, being able to get their hands on towards a submachine gun. So that's going to be pretty interesting because the initial momentum is going to be, I wouldn't say a huge advantage per se, but yeah, to initially kick off that momentum that you need, right? So that's going to be pretty advantageous. There comes the shot dart right into the face of Eye Patch, but he's going to be dodging it, but he loses a little bit of his HP. There is going to be an engagement between Pixel and Eye Patch, and Pixel is going to get afraid and he's going to go back into safety. But Eye Patch is losing a lot of his HP in that engagement. He's down to 37 and he doesn't have a healer on his team. Both of these teams don't have a healer in them, as a matter of fact. So this is going to be pretty interesting. All 5 men standing up on both the sides. There is the Omen smoke. The white hemisphere is going to be stalling the attackers from pushing in. But they are going to get ready any second now to take the engagement, to take the side control. There comes the Sova with the peak on towards the side, but Starboy will be taking him down. Starboy with the second kill, Starboy with the third kill, on to roll up and on to suicide. What an amazing shot from Starboy. Pixel with the kill on White Patch. This is going to be a flawless round coming in for the defensive team. And yes, I think it's going to be, he gets flashed, he gets shocked, he's going to get badly pushed, and Thies will be the one to deliver the final blow on to Joy Deep. And it's going to be a flawless round that's going to be on to the favor of Team Entrare Esports. So that's the end of the second one, and the second one is going to be falling into their hands of the defending team. And the timeout has been called by the attackers, and NBD Bulls are going for an early call out because they want to switch things up. I don't know why an early timeout was called up, because it's just the first 2 rounds, but maybe they wanted to take much control from it. I'll be back in just a second because there is some problem with my connection, so just give me 2 seconds, guys, before I figure that out.
I'm very sorry, Rocky, and I am going to be back. And there is the timeout that has been called with 20 seconds in timeout left. It's 2-0, with both the rounds being won by Team ENT. Jesh already with 4 kills. That was the 4 kills that he had picked up on the first round itself. And Starboy is stepping up onto the second round. It is going to be the third round coming in. I'm not really sure why the attackers have already called in for a timeout. They need to push back from this. And there comes the Vice. They are going to be having a Guardian, a Spectre, and a Vandal in their hands. As we move forward, we can see a complete B push coming in yet again. Not really sure about their impact of what they had in the B side before, but let's see what's going to be happening. And there comes the dart. That's not going to be detecting anyone. NBD Eye Patch is going to be taking down the dart, and there is Roll Up, who's going to be slowly rotating with multiple of his teammates towards the side of A, where the only player who's going to be holding A is actually the KJ. And if the KJ does actually get taken down, it is going to be very unfortunate. But for the defenders, KO and the Sova are going to be slowing, pushing back. And Eye Patch, who had played very, very patiently outside B side, is going to be collecting the first kill. And that is going to be on Pixel. Pixel, we have seen Pixel do this a lot. Pixel is a very, very impatient man. Man really can't stay inside the site. He has to push out. That's where his game lies. And the Jet throwing away his life to Jayesh. Jayesh with the 5th kill for this match. And there comes Max with the dart. Max is going to be detecting the Suicide, and Suicide is actually going to be slowly playing on mid. Suicide is going to be peeking up onto the CT. He's not going to be finding anyone as of yet. 3v4 close one situation. Suicide is going to be taken out. So 3v3 situation. iPatch with double kill and multi kills and 4 kills. iPatch is actually going to be taken out, but what a round he has had. And there is the kill from Starboy. I don't really know why Megatron would peek that. That is very unfortunate. And there goes iPatch, and iPatch is going to be taken
Wow,
out.
I think I missed out on one of the most interesting rounds. I'm not quite sure whatever happened in that one, but Entrare coming out on top of it. Wow, that's pretty impressive. 3 rounds consecutively won by Entrare. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but well played from Team Emperor. And that is not a round that Team NBD should have lost. Let's keep moving forward to the 4th round. And as I already said, Pixel is the man who really can't play it slow. He has to peek everything, and that is where his game lies.
Oh yeah, so 3 rounds being won by Entrare, it's going to be giving them an amazing momentum push, right? So unfortunately for the attacking team, they won't be able to get their hands into pretty good guns, but unfortunately they are being pushed into a situation where they have to play the lower hand here. But NBD, I don't think they're going to be giving it up so easily. There is the Killjoy who's going to be denying entry, but Joy right in the face of Tease will be claiming his Vandal, and there comes the engagement, there comes the sprays. He has taken control of the site, but NBD will be going for the plant any second. Now it's a 4v5, the numbers advantage is towards their favor, and NBD will be going for the plant. And iPatch has his operator drawn up and ready. The special ability of Chamber is going to be deadly in such crucial, and it's going to be crucial for them if they are able to get picks from that. What an amazing round it's going to be for NBD. And the shock dart will be claiming the life of roll up, so it's going to be a 4v4. Even things up, the defenders have to scramble back into the side. Joydip getting the kill onto Jayesh, who had his head turned up, and so I will be trying on the source side. iPatch getting one for himself. Joydip with a 3k and Pixel with a 2k on the Joydip, and iPatch it's a 1v1. It's all up to Pixel now to go for the clutch. There is one, Soa is going to be on towards Hell, and he has to go for the kill any second now. And he goes for the headshot on that one too, and it's a 3k. And we are really going to see another clutch play from ENT yet again, and this is going to be so close, but yes, he will be able to go for the defuse. What an amazing clutch for Pixel. It was the crucial 3k that he had to take to make sure that NBD don't win this round, because NBD, if they have won the round, it's almost almost a save round for them. It is a save round for them, probably in half by, if you want to call it that way. But yeah, 4-0 Entrare all on a roll. Kudos to Pixel. What an amazing play from his side.
Yeah, well played for Pixel. He actually was alive till the last. In this time, we won't be seeing a lot of it because Pixel will either be getting the entry for you or will be getting entry fragged. And as we can see, it is going to be a complete A push coming in from the attackers. I'm not really sure about the strategy that NBD is following. They aren't really utilizing mid much, and we can see Pixel has already got enough control of mid that he is going to be pushing slowly up onto Catwalk, and Catwalk is going to be, he's going to be detected there, but that's not really going to stop him from pushing because he has always been that player that actually pushes out and doesn't really stop. And he's going to be holding all 5 players from actually rotating back. Now he shot the flank hold, but they know there is somebody who's going to be holding on back, and they are very, very conscious about both people who are going to be pushing from front as well as back. There is the push, there comes the Jet. The Jet is already inside side with nobody inside A side. They get free side control, but they are not going to be able to be suppressed here. And there comes the first kill for Suicide onto Max, and Max Megatron is going to be taken down by Keys. It's a 4v4 situation, the door getting taken down, and we can see the chamber is going to be meeting the other chamber.
Yeah, that is completely true. So defender Killjoy is in effect, and whatsoever. Three players are going to get detained. This is going to be pretty much expensive for team EXE over here, and unfortunately not team EXE. I mean, I flipped up their names, but there is going to be a little bit of a teabag on near the spike. But what an amazing Killjoy utility that was, and NBD Bulls unfortunately losing this round to a round which initially seemed like it's going to be playing into their hands, fell right directly into the hands of Entrare after the Killjoy's ability. The lockdown was imposed. I mean, come to think of it, Killjoy's ability should probably be one of the top 5 abilities of the agents in Valorant. What do you think about it, Nightwing? I think I would have missed out on Nightwing over there. But anyways, coming to the fact that Lockdown is one of the best utilities, one of the best abilities that any agent could have, hands down, because in such situations it's going to be pretty helpful. Pixel will getting the opening shot on Joy, the bypass getting 2 for himself on a Pixel and on to Jayesh, which means that the defensive team and the defensive team have both lost. Oh no, sorry, my apologies. The defensive team have lost 2 men. While
Oh
the
my god,
Entrare,
Beast is actually going to be finding NBD eye patch through the smoke at 3v3 situation. That is very unfortunate and very lucky on Theis's side. And there is the KO who's going to be popping out his ult. The Sova's not going to be detecting anybody now because he's dead. And Megatron
the
actually
Sova.
taking the life of Max. It's going to be a 2v3 situation with the defenders scurrying back towards mid and CT.
Yeah, it is going to be a 3v2, and it's going to be transitioned into a post plan situation so that
Not the shift, but I switch it to the beam when I'm standing on your ground. You should know to never come around my town. You're not welcome in the hood because you a clown.
These will be getting the kill on to roll up and time. I mean, is this a pattern? I think it's I'm if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, Nightwing. 5 out of 6 rounds, the attackers went for the plant. They played a close plant, and they still end up losing it.
Yeah, they really can't hold their post plant, and that is very, very unfortunate. I'm not really sure how they had lost the previous round because everything was falling into their hands. I'm not really sure why the Omen went in for an early, premature flash there. And the positioning of the players were very, very off. I'm not really sure that players of their caliber would be making these mistakes.
Yeah, that is completely true. A costly one indeed on that. But yeah, let's see if it looks like the momentum is
Pixel!
completely on the favor
Can
of Inter,
Pixel
but
please
Pixel got
stop
an amazing
peeking?
shot. I mean, yeah, Pixel should stop peeking, man. He's doing
Oh my
devastating
god,
damage
Zeus.
towards the side. Suicide is being brought to 8 HP. iPatch will be getting a kill on a Thief, and Starboy will immediately get the refrag. Jayesh will be finding the head of roll up. So it's going to be a 4v2. The attackers have lost 3 men. The numbers advantage is on whose side now? Guess who? It's going to be Entrare.
Entrare is going to be getting one more kill, and oh, what a shot coming in from Pixel. Both Suicide and Pixel on the same HP.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna be pretty interesting to see an
Yeah.
engagement between Pixel and the Omen.
Suicide.
So they're Suicide, and they're brought up to like a single digit. Making it difficult for NBD Bulls after the kill on a Suicide. So it's all up to Jet now. Joydy with 95 HP and 35 on the armor. He has to make sure that he goes up against the likes of 4 defenders, but time is not against his side, but he doesn't have the spike too. So I think he has accepted his fate, and he's just going to wait for any exit frags here. And the 7th round, 7 consecutive round victory for Team Entrare. I think this is the highest score margin that we have seen till now without the opponent player even scoring 1 round.
Yeah, that is true. This has been the highest lead, and that is going to be a 7-0. NBD Joy is actually almost getting taken down because of him dashing in the wrong side. And 7 rounds to enter. I don't think there is a comeback out of this. Maybe this won't age well if at all Team NBD comes back, but this is my opinion. Being 7 down already and not even winning a single round, not tasting victory at all, I don't think they're going to be coming back from this.
Yeah, I mean, look at the quids that Team Entrare have now. I mean, 4.5k being still there with everyone. That's pretty impressive. So their economy is solid on point, winning 7 rounds consecutively. I mean, what else do you
Oh
expect? Here
my
comes the Jet,
God.
and he gets stopped midway through his dash. What an uncomfortable way to die. What an unfortunate way to die that was. But there comes the Hunter's Fury. It's going to be right up to the face of Roller, but he won't be taking any damage from it, fortunate enough for him. But let's see, the attackers have lost one of their men, and Roller will be getting the kill on the Starboy there, and it's going to be a 4v4 situation now. It looks like an engagement is going to be happening in all. It's going to be an all-side A push, but maybe the attackers will be having another option there. Pixel with the kill on a Y patch. He's going to be holding the choke point. They are going to get pinched now. He has to make sure that the smoke goes up in order to cover their entrance, and that's what's going to be happening. They retrieve the spike. with the help of Omen Smoke, but there is still an operator who's going to be holding the exit out of B, so which means that they are trapped inside the tunnel, but Suicide is going to go for a teleport there. I suppose, and he has to make sure that he takes at least like one or two people. But wasn't that a teleport I saw? I don't think. I think I
Okay,
got
Suicide
confused
teleport
there.
was actually cancelled, and Jayesh with the multi-kill through the smoke one and the last one onto the previous player. The Sova is going to be detecting Suicide, and they know that Suicide is still stuck inside the smoke. Suicide really can't push out of this as well because he is being punched in the face by the bullets, and Pixel's bullets are going to be pushing up onto him any second now. What a flash, but the flash not going to be hitting the player, but Pixel still gets the kill and his operator back, and 8-0. 8-0. And that is the domination that Entrare have been putting up on the faces of NBD.
Yeah,
If this was a
that's
boxing
completely
match,
true,
I would have
but-
stopped it right away. But we are going to be keep going because there's nothing
Yeah,
physical involved in this.
yeah, that is completely true. So such an early domination from Team Entra. This is going to be putting the morale of NBD Bulls so bad. And just look at the scores. Let's look at the grids that they have available. 7K for almost 3 members.
You want to play?
That is
Let's play.
impressive. I mean, winning 8 rounds consecutively. I mean, that is what that is the reward that you get to reap, right? So let's see. There is going to be an engagement.
Oh,
Unfortunately, Pixel is going to go down. Probably not the play that I would have expected him to do. But
that's
yeah, I
that's
mean,
just him. He really can't stop pushing, and his teammates have really let him do that. And Thies, even though getting detected, will be the one who's coming on top of that gunfight, and he's going to be taking down the Sova. And Joydeep is going to be the player who's going to be waiting for a push out of site A, which is not going to be happening any second now. Roll up getting pushed away from A shot, and multiple players in mid are going to be meeting Jace's hand.
oh yeah, that's completely true. Joydeep with a sheriff in his hand, looking forward for any kind of push-ups coming out of side A, but I think it's not going to be happening anytime soon, as the Omen of Suicide will be making his way towards B side, and the location has been revealed. There comes a shock dart, but it won't be hitting anyone, unfortunately. Suicide has to go for the side control with the sheriff in his hand, backed up by Eye Patch, a sniper rifle. So this is going to be pretty interesting. But there is the operator of Pixel I think that's retrieved by the team. I'm not pretty sure if the
30
operator got
seconds left.
retrieved, but let's just hope that he did. And there is control for Beatonal as of now for the attackers. They have 4 men alive on their side. There is 4 defenders alive on the defensive side. And there comes the Jet. He's going to be dashing right into the switches, and he goes for the console box. And Sova will be taking down 2 of NBD players. Joydeep will be getting a kill on the Starboy, but Sova with the 4K ending things up with the kill onto Joydeep, putting the team on a 9-0. Take that in, guys. This is going to take a few seconds to take it inside your minds, but 9-0. I mean, NBD Bulls, you guys have to step up. And there is, I can see that there is something that's not working out, but I'm pretty sure you will be able to find your momentum back if you are able to, penalize the aggression that Enter are being putting towards your side. But other than that, you have to make sure that you don't make any slip ups. There are still possibilities for you guys to have a potential come up. I hope you guys will be changing up your game plan from now on. Pixel is going for a peek yet again. He gets spotted, but unfortunately he goes for a shot, but he won't be taking any kills away from it. Suicide will be popping the smoke, and there is, I mean, the smoke wasn't popped by the Suicide. I think it's the opponent Omen who went for the smoke, and
Oh,
there's going to be an
Max!
engagement. The shock dart. The shock dart will be taking down Joydeep.
And that is 4v5, and they are going to be rotating immediately to A side, where Starboy is going to be the only one who's going to be pulling onto side. Pixel knows there is somebody in B side, and he is going to go for that peak yet again. There comes the flash. The flash is going to be detecting him, but there comes Max with the perfect peak, and there he takes down Suicide. Suicide, who was very, very good in the previous games, is actually being stunned down in this game with just 1 kill in 9 rounds. It is just a bad game for Team NBD. And Thiest is going to be holding up on the main, and there he is going to be spotting one. Thiest is going to go for the peek onto the Guardian yet again, not going to get the kill. And Thiest takes down, Thiest is being taken down by NBD Bulls. Starboy with the double kill onto Megatron and NBD Bulls. And there comes the kill for Patch. Patch with multiple. But Jayesh is going to be the one who's going to be finishing things up. And it's a 10-0 lead for Team ENT.
I mean, if Entrare are going to be winning the next 2 rounds, then they're going to be having a match point advantage at 12-0. I mean, imagine Imagine the kind of pressure that NBD Bulls are facing right now, because they're going to be banging their heads and their hands on the table saying, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Why aren't we able to capitalize even one round into their favor? They got to switch up their strategies. They have to stop the momentum. But I think it's a little bit too late right now for them, because even if they manage to win the next 2 rounds, it's an 8-point lead that we're talking about here, and that's pretty advantageous for the side of Entrare. So NBD must be upping their game. They should be having luck on their side moving forward, but they are going to be taking the side control without any problem, because none of the defenders are in side B. So side B has been given to the favor of NBD Bulls. So we are going to be seeing a 5v5 post plan, where I guess Entrare are confident about their side retake, and they might be able to execute it properly, because they do have a lockdown. This is going to be devastating. If the lockdown is engaged in a proper position, then this is going to be really bad. It's going to be pinning the attackers in one side of the map, and where the attack. Oh no, there comes the defender Killjoy. He has to take down the lockdown, but it doesn't go down. The lockdown will be initiated, and the defender's Killjoy. There is just 5 seconds on the clock before it gets destroyed. They're going to be waiting now. They're going to be waiting until the timer goes down, because everyone, literally everyone on the side will get punished. But unfortunately, even before the lockdown will immobilize the attackers, they went for the engagement. They went for the kills, and they got it. This is why, you know what, coming to think about it, they had it all planned up. They left the entire side clear, knowing that they have the Killjoy's ability. So when the attackers came inside the side, guess what they did? They went back towards the side, made sure Killjoy stayed alive, took a 2 picks when they went inside the side, engaged the ability, and they pinned the attackers in the map. What an amazing strategy that is. But unfortunate for Team NBD Bulls that they are not able to stop the momentum that Entrare have seemed to build up.
And it's going to be 11-0. They can actually go into match point in the first half of the game. And there comes the first shot from Megathon. It's going to be a 3v5 situation already. This actually looks like a round that NBD should take and definitely push it. And oh, there comes the first knife, which is not going to be hitting on to Max. And Max is going to be playing a pretty safe position. Beast, who is detected right now, is going to be pushing close inside side, and NBD Joydeep is actually going to be on 1 HP. And there comes a kill by Eye Patch onto Starboy, and it's a 2v5 situation. There comes the flash onto Garden, and Thief is going to be the first one for the defenders to get a kill, and it's a 3v5 situation with the attackers on actually good advantage, being taken down immediately with 1 HP and 14 HP in hand. It is a high chance the defenders are going to go for a 12-0 lead.
Yeah, there is an advantage if the shock dart of Sova connects, but what an amazing shot from Joydeep. These will be getting a kill on Joydeep, but it's going to be Eye Patch who's going to be situated right below the feet. Oh no, These will be getting the third kill onto Eye Patch. That round was pretty close. So there comes the tea bag from Thieves. Okay, bro, okay, that's enough. Go for the defuse. It's enough, my man. Go for the defuse. Anyways, so it's a 12-0 domination from Entrare. I think that's it's gonna be affecting the morale of Team NBD Bulls. I feel really bad for them losing 12 consecutive rounds, but really good fight being put up by NBD Bulls. There is still a very slight chance of this to come to an overtime match point, but I really don't know, man. At this point, Entrare's momentum is on point, but yeah, let's just hope that a miracle happens, and a miracle is gonna be a 1 in 100 possibility. But yeah, that's why I call it a miracle. So let's see if NBD Bulls will be able to pull that off. But going on towards the second half, it's gonna be Entrare on the offensive, and I'm pretty sure that they are literally just gonna steamroll into the side no matter what, because they know that it's gonna be it's not a do or die situation for them, right? They are in a comfortable position too, so they have literally everything to risk it. And even if they lose, they're not going to be losing much of their economy, or much of the advantage, are they? So there comes the engagement on mid. There comes the flash towards A shot, and Pixel is going to go for the engagement. He takes control of A shot, and I think A side is going to be dissected any second now with the entry of the attacking team. There comes the first engagement. Thieves will be taking down Eye Patch. Thieves will be taking the second one out of roll up. Joydeep will be getting the kill onto Pixel there, and it's going to be a 4v3 situation. The door goes down, the plan goes up. So is in position. There is going to be one defender coming into the side of heaven. There comes the information dart, and there is a smoke in mid. Suicide was a bit quick on that one, and he will be getting the kill on Jayesh. and it's a 3v3 situation. A post plant, the attackers will be able to end things up for NBD Bulls over there, and Taze will be going for the wild sprays through the smoke, damaging the opponent, but he also takes a few damage here and there. Starboy will be finding the head of Omen. It's going to be a 3v2. He gets taken down with Joydy with a 2v2. Joydy with a third kill onto the Sova, and Sova will be ending things up for ENT with a kill on the Taze, and it's going to be the first round. The very first round coming into the favor of Team NBD Bulls.
I have actually written NBD out of the tournament already because I don't really see them coming back from a 112 lead.
A 112 deficit if you're...
Yeah, sorry, 112 deficit. I'm apologies for that, but...
Yeah, it's a pretty difficult situation. Maybe they can win this one round. Maybe if they play it well.
Hopefully they will. And
yeah,
the opponents are going to go on the more confident side, and they are going to be buying their weapons. This is going to be a Spectre versus Spectre. If ENT loses this round, then there is a chance that Team NBD can pick up more rounds now.
Yeah, that is completely true what you said over there, and Pixel will be the first one to start an engagement in mid. He gets blinded momentarily, but there is not going to be any follow-up for that, and there comes the counter flash. Suicide will be taking the first kill on the Starboy. The killjoy goes down. Pixel is going to get cornered with the nades over there, and let's see what's going to happen if Entrare will be able to end things up with a 13-1 victory, or if this round is going to be going into the favor of NBD Bulls. And if it does go in favor of NBD Bulls, as Nightwing said, it's going to be problematic. Tease will be getting the kill onto iPatch. Joydy finding Pixel, and it's a 4v4. So let's see. It's a 3v4. My apologies on that one. And the Sova will be ending the things up for Joydy and making it an even 3v3. Roll up will be getting the kill on the Jayesh. Here comes the kill for Sova. The second kill for Sova. Thieves will be getting the kill on the Suicide. It's all up to the Sova now. So it's going to be a 1v2, right? So he has to make sure that he goes for the engagements properly. There comes the Owl Drone. The Owl Drone gets taken down. One of the attackers will get spotted. One of the attackers will go down. What an amazing shot! Two of the attackers will go down. So love over hate, my man. That is completely true. And there comes the defuse. And Entrare have lost the second round, which they confidently went for the Spectre buys, which means the third one they won't be able to have the funds to get guns. So which means
they were very cocky right there. The KO shouldn't have peeked up onto him. Thies should have played it a bit more safe. He was very confident that he was going to hit the shot that he peeked up on it, and that has cost them round and is also going to be denying their victory for a slight second.
That is completely true. What could have been a 13-0 is now a 12-0 because of the overconfident play that Entrare has been displaying. But I think it's safe to say that they won't be losing much, but they have to make sure that they don't make any such overconfident plays anymore, because they've already lost 2 rounds. But the possibility for NBD clutching this back up from being at a 10-point deficit, it's still very slim. But if these guys, if Entrare are going to be throwing such rounds like that, then it's inevitable. Joydy, as we are speaking, gets the first kill on a Pixel. Just like that, Pixel will be losing the first min.
And Pixel, as we always know, is going to be the entry fragged person or the entry fragger. And Starboy is also going to be taken down. That is the second kill onto Entrare. And there comes the third kill by iPatch. And iPatch is going to be taking one more down. It's 4v1 situation with Max getting multiple kills there. And he's going to be picking the Chamber. And Chamber is going to be taken out as well. It's a 1v2 situation. Max with 8 HP. What can he do here? He does have all of his utility in his hand, but not the spike. The spike is going to be staying somewhere far away from him, and he is going to be picking up on CT.
Yeah, there is still a possibility that Max will be able to clutch this with 8 HP, because he has taken the Vandal into his hand, right? Because the Omen of Suicide is at a low HP, but however the Sova is at the full 150 HP that he can have. So he has to make sure that he hits only headshots, and literally only headshots, if you want to win this match. If you want to send NBD Bulls back home with this particular round, it's going to be a 1v1 engagement. So that is going to be pretty advantageous. He's looking in the wrong direction now. There comes the present star, and he's going to get revealed, and there comes the fake diffuser, and he gets taken down. Unfortunately, he was at a lower HP, and his aim wasn't in his head. As I told you, it shouldn't have been on the head, but unfortunately it wasn't, and it's going to be the third round victory consecutively for NBD Bulls. this time around, I think it's going to be a pretty even round because this is where probably Entrare will be wrapping things up for NBD. But hopefully, there is going to be a miracle. I hope for a miracle to happen for NBD Bulls, but let's see. Let's see if it's going to be happening anytime soon.
All set up.
Yeah, all 10 players will be having their Vandals for the first time, and also full armor is going to be on set. So Pixel will be going forward with the engagement on towards the mid. He's going to be pushing aggressively towards Pizza away, and let's see what's going to happen there. Starboy is going to be pushing up from B. He's going to get taken down, and Roller will be getting the kill on the Theist. As we can see, Max getting the first kill on the Suicide. Just like that, Entrare has lost 2 men.
What?
Pixel will be also going down by the Sowide. It's a 4v2, and 3 of the attackers have gone down already. NBD Bulls are looking solid as of now. They have the numbers advantage on their side. It's the Sova of Max and Jayesh who has to clutch things up. Jayesh with an amazing headshot onto eye patch, and we could see the defenders scurrying back towards the side A, and the spike will go down. But it's
I really think the Omen should have planted right here, but he wasn't able to. Oh, thank God the Sova was able to push out of that. So the Sova has his shock dart and as well as his record and the ultimate in his hand. With the Omen
Jayesh
and
should
the
be playing
flashes.
this a little bit defensive, because if he goes down, then when Sova engages his Hunter's Fury, we are going to be seeing the opponents just running to where he is. So yeah, that's so there comes the Hunter's Fury. So he is going to be waiting a few more seconds when the defuse goes up. There comes the first kill. There comes the second kill. No, it gets denied, and there comes the kill for the defensive Sova, and the round goes into the hands of NBD Bulls. So 4 consecutive rounds for them. And is this happening? What I'm thinking, is it gonna happen?
I don't know. ENT is going for a full buy again. I don't really understand their strategy here. They should have just played it a bit slow. They shouldn't have bought in the second round. They should have pushed in the second round. They are asking for a 10-minute pause, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah, they are asking for a technical pause. And a technical pause is what we're going to be seeing.
Okay, so what are the possibilities for NBD Bulls?
I really think NBD can't come back from this. Rocky, what do you think? I mean, they have 4 rounds in their hand.
it is impossible, right? It is impossible. It should be impossible on paper, but by the way, Entrare are playing it, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the confidence that hit them, or if it's the teabag that agitated NBD to up their game, because I don't know. I don't know. As I said, I really hope for a comeback. I really hope for a comeback. Like, it would be one of the stories that, being 12-0, a team came back up winning 12 rounds straight.
No, I really think it'll be the story where the caster wrote a team off and the team came back and spit on the caster's face. Yeah, I am the caster. But we are going to be seeing in for it technical pause. There is something wrong with one of the players' systems, I guess. They are going to go in for a break, and this was actually called in by Team NBD. So I don't really see any player actually not moving around. Maybe Suicide has some issues with his internet. Let's see what's happening.
Yep. Meantime, what an interesting match it has been so far. The early domination from Entrare in the first half, and what looks like, I wouldn't say domination from the side of NBD yet, but they managed to win the first 4 rounds, which is, even being under the pressure of a match point, they were able to get. And there comes the ready call from both of these teams, and we would be going with the match we'll be continuing with the match any second now. And as we could see, Entrare are forcing their hands. They're going to be getting, they're going to be buying Vandals and Guardians, and this is going to be a really bad situation if they don't win this round, because if they don't, then the next 2 rounds is going to be going into the hands of NBD Bulls yet again. So let's see what's going to happen. It looks like a side A initiative by Team Entrare. There comes the smoke. Multiple smokes are going to get popped off. Even with the smokes, there comes the flash. He's going to be taking control of the side any second now. Pixel is going to be checking each and every angle. He sees the head of Suicide. He goes for the sprays, but unfortunately won't be getting it. TS will be going for the plan. All 10 members of both the teams are going to be standing up. The anchors goes up. The spike will be planted. It's a 5v5 4-plan situation there. Starboy is going to be lurking pretty bad, and he's going to be finding NBD teammates any second now, and he gets smoked off. There comes the information. TS will go. Oh no, it's his teammate. Never mind. My apologies on that one. Jayesh is going to be holding hell. And there are going to be 3 members who are going to be inside A. There comes the engagement. There comes the smoke. Unfortunately, Heaven will not be looked up by the AENT anymore. Pixel will get the kill onto iPatch. Roll up finds one. Jayesh finds one on Joydeep. The Sova gets one on the Pixel. Jayesh will be getting the kill onto NBD Bulls. And all of a sudden, it looks like a round for ENT. But let's see what's going to happen. Suicide is going for the defuse. He's going to get taken down. Sova is the last man standing. And I think it's comfortable enough to
at
say
last.
that Entrare will be ending things up for Team NBD Bulls. Well played by Entrare there. A 13-4 victory. What could have been a 13-0, probably a 13-2 if they didn't play their if they weren't very overconfident. But you guys have you guys have it. It's a 13-4 victory at the end of the day. What a dominant victory by Entrare. And unfortunately, NBD Bulls have to be eliminated. Pretty good game from you guys. You were on top of your game. Suicide, to be honest, I really enjoyed his gameplay in the previous matches up yesterday. But it's going to be Entrare who's going to be facing Team EXE in the final match of today in the lower bracket, which is going to be happening in the next few more minutes. So stay tuned, guys. This is going to be the last match of today between ENT and Team EXE in the lower bracket. And yeah, until then, this is Rocky signing off.
Cause you won't look up to moons. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel it. Cause you won't look up to moons. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel it. Cause you won't look up to moons. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel it. Cause you won't look up to moons. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel it.
You keep chasing stars, lost in illusions, dreams of confusion. You keep chasing stars, keep falling faster, straight for disaster. Chasing You keep chasing stars, lost in illusions, dreams of confusion. You keep chasing stars, keep falling faster, straight for disaster. Chasing
I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do, I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide?
One look, the heat is
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be the third match of the lower bracket, and it's going to be between Entrare and EXE, who both came out as the victors in their respective lower bracket matches. So this is going to be a pretty interesting one. It's going to be Icebox this time, and yeah. So let's see what's going to be happening. We saw two ascents back to back. Between the four teams, and in the last one, Entrare almost dominated. I wouldn't say almost, but they dominated NBD Bulls, and EXE came out of the victors against the matchup against OneShot, which was a match which was like pretty even. But here they are facing up against each other, and whoever wins this match moves forward, and whoever loses will be eliminated out of the tournament. So this is Rocky, guys. Welcoming you guys back to the stream, and with me is Nightwing, and he's going to be taking the mic for the agent selection.
This is the agent, lower bracket semi-finals. And as we already know, ENT had a very, very good game right here, and they are going to be bringing in the same momentum up to here, and they are going to be attacking in an attacker-side map, so they are in an advantage. With KO, Vipers, Sova, Sage and a Chamber, they're going to go without any duelist yet again. That is what they've always been doing, and that is what they're going to be continuing. And on the other side, Wild is going to be the solo duelist with all the other 4 agents as the same copy of the other opponent team. So
Yeah,
let
that
me
is
wrap it
completely
up,
true.
and we are going to be going in for the first round.
Yeah, again, this time it is gonna be Entrare on the offensive, if I'm correct. Oh yeah, it's going to be Inter on the offensive, and they are going forward with a no duelist composition. And this is going to be pretty interesting to see what ideas they're going to be coming up with. They do have they do have quite a few flashes, but it's not going to be sufficient just to KO. So let's see that if they will be able to if they will dominate Team EXE like they did NBD Bulls, or if Team EXE will be stepping up their game like they did in the previous one and be giving Inter a run for their money. So the first round is going to go up, and Icebox, as we always say, it's an attacker friendly map. So so Entrare have to make sure that they at least bag 7 to 8 rounds in the first half. So that's going to be pretty much advantageous for them when they go towards the defensive half. But yeah, let's see what is going to happen in this particular matchup between these two teams, and whoever comes as the victor of this match will be moving forward. As I said, 2 seconds on the clock, and it's going to be the first round underway.
As you can see, it's going to be a complete mid and B side push with nobody pushing up onto A side. There comes Sova already up on top of cubes. With 2 people inside kitchen, they should be the ones that is going to be finding the pick onto the Sova. And as I was saying, that is going to be happening. And Paradox will be taking out Max, while Thies is going to be the one who's going to be taking out Paradox. The 4v4 situation, the Molly actually pushing him back, and them getting complete control of kitchen as of now. The Sage slowly waiting right outside the bridge, and there he is, the Chamber, who's also going to be peeking with the Sage, and that is what he's going to be doing with Pooping Walls, taking down Thies. It's a 3v4 situation. The plant going on a 3v3, and Jayesh with a very, very important kill for this round. And there is the post-plant situation. Jayesh, already being known that he is somewhere close to mid, is going to rotate all the way towards the site B.
Yeah, that is completely true. A 3v3 post-plant situation there, and who is going to be coming out on top of it? Let's hope that Entrare will be able to get the win on this one. There comes the defuse from Pooping Walls, and there he's going to get... Pixel gets denied by Mr. Wick. What an amazing shot there. Starboy will be making his way towards the yellow crates, and he will will he be getting the third one? He doesn't get the third one, but it's Jayesh with the kill onto Pooping Walls, and the first round falls into the hands of Entrare. And moving on towards the second one, they will be having the advantage of the economy into their favor. But a really good opening there for Entrare. What initially looked like a round for EXE with the amazing defense over there, but unfortunately fell into the hands of EXE after Starboy pulled up an amazing play, rotating through the yellow crates, and taking the 2 crucial kills was necessary to turn things over into their favor, to turn the tables into their favor.
Well played by the attackers. They were able to turn down a disadvantage into their advantage by playing a bit more aggressive. And there it is, the complete A side push with the guns in their hands. And Pixel, as always, going for the second round. Sheriff, he is a man with no fear, and that is what he's going to be even now. And he's already inside with the first kill. It's going to be Pixel, and Starboy is going to be taking on Julius, the counterpart Sage. And there is the second kill for the attackers. The attackers going for the plant, where they had actually planted yesterday, and Starboy is going to be taking down with Pooping Walls, the 1v1, who's going to be getting a kill for the defenders. The last man alive, Sova, is going to be landing a lot of shots onto Max. He's going to be taken down by Starboy, and that's the end of the second round.
Yeah, the second round also falling into the hands of Entrare. Starboy, again, did he score a 3k in this one? Yeah, I think he did, because he's at 5-0. What an amazing play by Starboy. And being a Sage player, he's the one top tagging for his team as of now. So pretty well played by Entrare there. So which means that they will be enjoying the bonus round advantage. But this time around, it's going to be EXE who will be able to afford rifles, automatic rifles. If I'm right, yes, they will be going for the Vandal picks. And this is going to be an interesting round to see who will be coming out on top of it. Because if Entrare still manage to turn things into their favor and win this round, it's going
and there is the push up by the Reina. The Reina is going to be catching at least 2 to 3 players off guard. At least 3. Yes, 1, 2, and that's 3. And that's what I was talking about. And while he's going to be getting 3 kills, while Thies is actually going to be getting 2, he's going to be refragged immediately by Paradox. The 1v3 situation, very unfortunate for Max. He's not really going to be doing much. He might be able to collect a gun, and that is what he's going to be doing. And he's going to be detected by the sword. Excuse me, he's going to be detected by the SOA drone, and he is actually going to be dinking the chamber of the defensive side. A pooping wall is going to be taken down. That's a 1v2 situation, very doable for Mags. Mags with 78 HP is actually going to be pushed up on a flank by the Viper. The Viper is actually going to be detecting him, and Mr. Vic is going to come on top of that situation. And there he is, the first round victory for the defenders.
Yeah, the first round coming in thanks to the Reina, who was at a really advantageous position there, tapping the heads of three incoming attackers. I mean, I don't know why Entrare forgot about the nest, forgot about to check the angle. They probably didn't expect someone to be there that early. But that was pretty, disadvantageous for them to lose three men like that to one particular agent. So that was well played by the side of Wild. The first round being claimed by EXE to add into their points, and which means that it's gonna be. I mean, even this round it's gonna be pretty even because both of these teams will be able to afford automatic rifles, and so this is gonna be the first round. It's gonna be evenly matched up guns wise. So let's see which one of these teams are gonna come out on top of it. Because if Entware manage to lose this round, then they will be put at a really bad eco advantage. Economy position. My apologies on that. The Viper will be dissecting B side pretty much, and the recon bolt, however, will be revealing this over. Who will be destroying the recon bolt, and there comes the engagement. Will Pixel come out on top of it with pooping walls? I'm not pretty sure because he is going to shy away from the engagement, and he will be taking down Starboy. And as he comes towards to the right, will he be taking down Pixel? Yes, he does. A second kill for pooping walls, and there is a kill for Wild onto Jayesh, and Taze will be getting a kill onto Wild. Looks like this is going to be falling under the hands of the defenders as of now. It's a 4v2 advantage for the team EXE, and let's see what's going to happen. There comes the engagement. Julius goes for the walls, but he gets taken down by Taze, who wins for the aggressive push, and there comes the recon ball, which will be spotting Taze, but he doesn't care for that. He goes for the flash. He will be flashing, but he gets taken down by the third kill of pooping walls, and Mr. Vic to end things up with a kill on to the Sova. What an amazing round that was for Team EXE, evening things up for them. And as I said, this time around it's going to be a little bit of a disadvantageous position for the attacking team, which is Entire, but they still will be forcing their hands, I suppose, to get their hands into decent guns. And oh no, they aren't actually. That's quite impressive. They aren't. There is going to be two members of the team who's going to go for a buy. I'm not pretty sure, man. At the end, at this point, he's just playing with me. It's going to be TS who's going to be sticking with the Vandal. It's going to be Starboy with a Marshall. And other than that, it's going to be Pistol. So it's going to be a semi-buy round for the attacking team. There comes Starboy for the bait, but unfortunately, Mr. Vic is going to be punishing Starboy for it. Pixel, an amazing tap onto the head of Vic. Why is he getting a kill on the server?
And there comes the 3v4 situation and 3v2 situation. He's actually playing it very, very aggressive and planning to get the kill on the stage. The player who's going to be playing on mid is actually going to be finding the other chamber. Pixel has been dropped down. Jayesh is actually going to be rotating because the spike is stuck on top of the rafters.
Oh yeah, it's a 2v2 right now. The plant hasn't gone down. There comes an engagement. What an amazing shot from Theist onto the head of Paradox through the wall. It's all up to the chamber now to go up against the likes of Theist and the Viper. He gets one. He will be getting the kill on the Theist. He has the Phantom in his hand. This is still doable for him. But unfortunately, the Viper is going to be making a way towards B, and Pooping Walls will be expecting it. And he's also running towards the side B. He is still he's still waiting for the cue, waiting for the audio cue of where the plant is going to go down, and he hears it. It's going at B, and he's going to be making his way. So if Jayesh is going to be getting the kill onto the chamber, then that's going to be pretty advantageous for her. But it's going to be a 1v1, a post plan. Anything could happen. Jayesh is going to be checking all the corners as she could. And there comes the anchor points. There comes the diffuse. He's going to be sticking it to half, I suppose. And yeah, there comes the shoulder. There comes the quick peek from the Viper. That's going to be taking pooping walls off guard, and he's going to be hiding. He's going to be playing it for time. Very well thought by Jayesh. He's going to be playing ring around the rosy with pooping walls over there, and he's literally wasting his time. And my man Jayesh has wasted as much of time as he could, but unfortunately he won't be able to go for the defuse unless he stakes, and Jayesh with the kill on towards pooping walls. What an amazing play by Jayesh. This is what he's supposed to do. If you are in a 1v1 and a post plan situation, waste as much as time from the defender, so that you will be pressuring him, you'll be forcing him to go for the stick, and when he does, you can go for the kill.
Very good round coming in from the player Viper, and it was Jayesh, if I'm not wrong. Well played on the post plan, a 1v1 situation. very good clutch coming in for them, and it's a 2-3 with the attackers on the lead.
Yeah, as of now, Entrare will be finding themselves on the pedestal, but not much of a lead like they were able to establish up against NBD Bulls in the previous matchup. But there is an engagement, but unfortunately, no one goes down. The chamber will be detected, and he is going to get suppressed. But that's not going to be of much risk. So let's see what's going to happen. T is making his way slowly inside of A side. It's going to be a split push coming in from the attackers. There is the Viper, and will Pixel see the muzzle?
Oh,
He sees the muzzle of the gun, and Mr. Big goes down. This is going to be pretty disadvantageous because they don't have
what a
the
shot.
spike anyway, but Paradox will get the kill on the JST with an amazing kill on the Wild. So it's going to be a 4v3 situation. Entry have the HP advantage and the numbers advantage, and they will be going for the plan, which will not be stuck any second now because he hears multiple entry on towards the side. He loses a lot of HP. Pixel will be getting the kill on the Paradox, and Julius will be taking the kill onto Soa, who is very low. Cooking Balls will go down to the left of Tees, and Tees will be getting the third kill after round onto Julius Nubakurono, who is one of the vital characters of Black Clover. Quick, that was a quick, whatever that was. Anyways, 4 rounds being won by Team Entrer. That's pretty interesting. A 2-point lead being established as of now. Not that much of a great lead, but the momentum is surely into the hands of Entrer as of now, and EXE should be stopping the momentum before it builds up and goes into a situation where the points is like really bad.
Was a very good round coming in from the attackers. They went in for the split push, and it did work out for them. Feast with the 3K played it very, very well. And Starboy has his ultimate in his hand, and so does the Chamber. But Chamber's not going to be popping it because he has the gun in his hand. We can see the Viper ult getting popped by the defenders on site of A. The attacker Viper also does have his ability, hold on, and there is the player in yellow who's going to be peeking up, and he's going to be getting the kill. That is Pooping Wall, and Pixel, yet again, very careless, is going to be taken out, and there is the teleport. He's going to be pushing back to a very safer side, and they are going to be playing it pretty safe.
I think the MO for Pixel is going for aggressive plays, and he gets punished whenever he does that. Julius with the kill on the Starboy. Thies finds himself onto Wild. There's an amazing shot from Thies on to Pooping Walls, and there comes Julius with the kill on the Jace for himself. It's gonna be just up to the KO of Thies to go up against the likes of 3 defenders. He doesn't have the spike in his hand. The spike has gone down, and he has to still clear the defenders, and he has to go for the plan. This is gonna be really bad because the defenders have situated. They have the spike on guard. They have multiple angles covered. So Theist has to be sure that he picks off a 1v1 fights, and he wins the 1v1 fights in order to take control, take back the spike, and go for a post plant, or probably kill 3 of the defenders who are holding the side. He goes for the first engagement. He's going to be missing it, loses a lot of HP. There comes the swing from Paradox, and he'll be coming out on top of it. And this round is going to be falling in the hands of Team EXE. What an amazing play. And unfortunately, Enter weren't able to get this one into their control. This seems to be a pretty neck-to-neck game between both of these teams. What do you think about Nightwing?
I really love how Team EXE are playing with the momentum that ENT had from the previous game, and also being an attacker side in map Icebox, they are able to contain them, and they are closely contesting them on this. And I expected a fight like this, and I am getting a fight like this. I'm happy with how the game is moving on, and Theist has been playing very, very well for Team ENT with 13 and 5. On the other hand, the Chamber has been taking control of the fragging potential, and he's going 8 and 6.
Yeah, that is completely true. So we are going to be seeing that EXE are going to be stepping up their game slowly but surely. There comes the engagement between Theist and I guess it is the Reina. So let's see what's going to be happening there. She's going to be scurrying back. Wild is going to be scurrying back to safety because I guess she took a little bit of an HP damage over there in that engagement. But Theist is going to be making sure to push side A. It looks like it's going to be a side A push as of now. It's not going to be a split push that has been taken down by the team Entry. So it's all going to be pretty slow because both of these teams don't want to be aggressive. And for the first time, I'm seeing Pixel is not going for an outright aggressive play because he realized he gets punished for it, and he's going to be a little bit on the defensive side. And Starboy opening things up with a kill on a Wild, and there comes Pixel with an amazing shot on the Vic. There comes the second one for Pixel with a kill on the Julius Nuvakurono. See, this is one thing that if you're patient, you will get your reward for it, and that's what he did, and that's what he did, and that's what he got. Paradox will find one for himself, but however, the plant will be going down, and will be pushing this into a 4v2 post-plant situation. Plant has been solved for some reason. I'm not why. Oh no, it hasn't. Spike has gone down. There comes Sova. He checked it, but he turned. That's going to be giving the kill to Pixel. He's on 3k. Will he be getting the fourth one with the kill onto Pooping Walls? Let's see. He is inside kitchens now, and he will be seeing Pooping Walls if he comes up on the right. He sees him, but he gets taken down by Pooping Walls. Unfortunately, I think a lot of 1v1 engagement between both of these chambers. Pooping Walls have been coming out on top of it, but yeah, unfortunately, Pixel will be getting a lot of kills onto his name, but Pooping Wall goes down to the likes of Mags, I suppose it is. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, that's the end of the round, and it's going to be Entrare coming out on top of it, thanks to Pixel with the 3k.
Well played by the attacking team, splitting up yet again. And Pixel actually playing it passive this round. I have not seen him play like that before. Maybe his team was like, we need you to stay alive. We need you to kill the important picks. And that is what he has done. And very well played by Pixel. He was able to take down 3 players. And that was very, very necessary for that win.
That is completely true. So moving on towards the 9th round, it looks like Entrare have got their momentum back into their favor, but let's see, there comes the Viper Smoke, but unfortunately not doing much of a damage. It doesn't. So there comes the slow on the yellow box, where they know that there is always going to be one defender holding that side of things. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Pixel is I think that was a bad timed slow wall by Julius onto himself, but I'm not quite sure what he's trying to achieve there. Julius will be getting the kill on the Pixel, but unfortunately Starboy has the ability, so he will be going for the revive. So 10-man stand for both the team. As I was speaking, Mags will be taking down Wild, so that means that the defenders have lost 1 man. So the spike is going to go down. The Viper has initiated her ultimate. This is going to be really bad for the defending team. Entrare are at a really advantageous position. Pooping Walls is going to be walking inside. She's going to be getting the kill onto the Sova. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And he's going to be forced to play out of the smoke, out of the ultimate, and he gets it's going to get taken down by the Hunter's Fury. No, he doesn't. He bobs and weaves, and he's going to be waiting it at the last second. So it's going to be a 3v3, and Julius will be getting the kill on the Thieves. Mr. Big don't want to change, and just like that, Paradox will get the kill on the Starboy. Julius will be reviving Wild. It's going to be a 4v1, and just like that, the tables have turned in the favor of EXE as Mr. Wick ends the life of Pixel. What an amazing round! What an amazing comeback from EXE that was.
That was very well planned retake coming in from EXE. Taking down the Viper, and the first kill that actually Pooping Walls gave them by killing Pixel again was very, very important. And what a round coming in from them. Good retake. I really loved how they waited it out for all the players to come back and push them together.
Yep, that is completely true, my man. And this is going to be a really neck-to-neck game by the looks of it, because both of these teams seem to be of the same caliber, and they don't want to lose it, because guess what, this is the losers bracket, this is the lower bracket, my apologies, and any one of these teams manage to lose the match, then they're gonna be eliminated. As I was speaking, Wild open things up with a juicy headshot onto Pixel. Just like that, the attackers have lost one of them, and Starboy is gonna be the entry for the team in spite of being a Sage. What an amazing bold play from Starboy. That is the wall goes down. Jayesh will be getting a kill on the Paradox to the wall, and I think it's safe to say that the attackers will be managing to go for the post-plant situation here. It's a 4v4. The plant goes down. Sova is going to be planting below Nest, a little bit off towards the default plant, but yeah, the plan goes up. Jayesh will be looking forward for flanks, and he gets flanked by Pooping Walls. What an amazing flank that was. So Mr. Vic will be finding one on the Sova. Starboy finds one on the Pooping Walls. It's going to be a 3v2. Julius finds one on the Thieves. Starboy ending the life of Mr. Vic. It's a 1v2. It's all up to Starboy now. He has to go for the kill, but unfortunately, Wild will catch him off guard. This is going to be a 5-5. What an amazing game we are going to be witnessing. This is going to be one of the games that is it's going to be a nail-biting game. Who's going to win? I'm pretty unsure. This is going to be a 50-50 chance between both of these teams, and we are like 2 rounds away from the first half, and it's a 5-5. But these kind of matches is what is interesting to catch, because both of these teams are giving their absolute best. They don't want to lose their chance at redemption. They want to win this tournament. They want to have the opportunity at least to come back into the tournament, and that's why they are fighting so hard for it. So this is going to be really interesting. Who is going to come out on top of it? Chat, if you guys are flowing any support, make sure to support for the team. Let's see some hype in the chat for both of these teams. And I was speaking, Starboy will be opening things up with a kill on to Wild this time around. The Reina, the duelist Reina, and the flashes die off, and unfortunately they don't have the ability of Sage to go for the revive, and Pixel with an amazing peek onto Pooping Walls went for the shoulder pick, unfortunately falls victim. towards Pixel. I think this is one of the engagement Pixel has come on top of popping walls in the direct 1v1 fights, but whatsoever, it's going to be a 5v3 situation, and the attackers have the numbers advantage on towards their side. Even though if they have the advantage of number into their side, Pixel, and Pixel and his team are going to be playing it really, really slow. Paradox will be getting the kill on the Starboy. Jayesh will be getting the immediate refract. It's going to be a 4v2. It looks like it's going to be a side
Player
A.
standing.
And there is the kill. There is the kill from
Oh.
Pixel onto Julius. What an amazing sniper shot that was. And it's all up to Mr. Vic now to go up against the likes of 4 members of Team Entrare and to go for the defuse.
This is close to impossible for him, and he's also getting detected by the Sova drone. And there comes the shot from Pixel. Pixel's going to be missing it, but now that they know his position, they're not going to be holding him off any longer. And they are holding all the choke points. And what a shot coming from Pixel yet again, a 3K. And that is going to be ending the 11th round with 5 and 6, leading his team ENT.
As of now, Team Entrare are on the upper hand, but are on the lead by 1 round. But this is the last round of the first half, so they still have managed to win 6 rounds, which is pretty decent. But if it's going to be 6-6, right, it's going to be all even. And when Entrare are going to be on the defensive side of things, they have to make sure that EXE don't take the advantage of Icebox being an offensive map, offensive friendly map. So let's see what's going to happen. This last round of the first half will be deciding not much about who is going to win.
Timer was set to on.
Oh, I think Weil has disconnected, so I think his PC has crashed. So we are going to be waiting for a while for him to reconnect. But you know what? Unfortunately enough for him, the pause timer is at 0-0, so we were able to pause it. But if it was mid-game, it wouldn't have been open. So I think the barrier is still closed. I'm not pretty sure.
Yeah, the barrier is closed.
Okay, so the barrier will be remaining closed. So let's see what's gonna happen here, and we are still waiting for the for Y to reconnect back. So until then, let's see what's gonna happen. So apparently the barrier is visible for someone, it's invisible for the other person, but I'm not quite sure. Anyways, so can't go through it is the call, so shouldn't be a problem. Waiting for a while.
Once Wild reconnects, yes, he has. And it's going to be an immediate start. Hope the players are ready for this. Let's see what's going to be happening. And there, the map timer was set to off immediately without even asking for permission from the opponent team. I don't think that was a very good habit from the other team. But there comes the shot. Pooping Walls is going to be detected. And there comes the flash. The flash is going to be hitting up onto Pooping Walls. Pooping Walls is going to be pushed back because he was getting slowed, and Pooping Walls trying to put another shot. He's going to get taken down. He is actually going to be teleporting. That is what a good chamber player would be doing. There comes the first shot onto Max by Paradox, and there is the refract by JH. A 4v4 situation with the attackers having control of B side and going to go for the plant any second now. Pixel with beautiful shot onto Mavic, and there it goes down. Julius Beast has control of B side with the operator going to be peeking him in any second now. But he has seen the situation of him. The operator last alive can't really do much, and there it is, the first shot. Maybe he can go for one more, but not anything other than that. And there comes the shot from the stage. There is the Viper pit, and there he goes down by Pixel. Pixel is just farming on these opponents at this moment.
Yeah, that's the end of the first half, and we'll be moving towards the second half now with Entrare having a 2-point lead. But again, this 2-point lead isn't that much big, is it? Because if Team EXE are able to win the first pistol round on the second half, which means that they will be able to have the economy advantage to buy guns and blah blah blah. They win the second one, and just like that, it's all evened up, and there is still possibility to EXE to carry forward from there. So I wouldn't say that Entrare has a decisive advantage over the opponents, but it is what it is, because if they do manage to win the pistol round, then that's going to be a different story completely, isn't it?
Yeah, it will put them on a better advantage. They can even go for a 4-round advantage, or maybe the attacking team will take a chance and actually buy the guns. Let's see what's going to be happening, and it is going to be a complete A push with both the players actually pushing out and going in for the peaks. But Wild is actually going to be taking down Pixel, and he doesn't need the heal because he is Arena. And the stage wall does come up.
Ooh, total chaos here in the side. It has literally a lot of abilities and utilities are going to get popped off. There comes the flank from, I think that is Jayesh. I'm not pretty sure. The Viper of Jayesh. Yeah, I think it is. So Paradox will be having a keen watch on any flanks. But it looks like the attackers are going to be making their way back towards B side. In spite of deploying most of their utilities and dumping most of their utilities in A side, they're going to be going for a rotate, or maybe not. They're going to be faking it. Anything could happen. They have a lot of things going on in their mind. Starboy, however, will be getting the kill onto pooping walls, and there comes the even lineup for both of these teams. It's going to be a 4v4. Sage is standing on, and two Sova standing up, and there goes one of the Sage down. Starboy will be taken out by Julius no Corono, and it's going to be a 4v3. The attackers have the numbers advantage on towards their side, and the plan goes down. It's a post-match situation, so let's see what's going to happen. Mr. Wick is going to be losing a little bit of his HP. Julius will be healed, but unfortunately, Thieves will be taking the kill on a Wick, so it's going to be a 2v3. The attackers have lost their numbers, and they will be making this even with the kill of a Wild. And Julius with the kill on the Thieves, it's going to be a 2v1. Will Wild get a third one? Yes, he does, and it's going to be on to Jayesh. And this round is going to be backed by EXE. And guess what's going to happen next round? They're going to be forcing their hand. They're going to be getting their hands into SMGs. But will Entrare take a gamble and go for SMGs? I don't know. I don't think so. They're going to be sticking with their pistols. They don't want to risk it up. They don't want to throw away any such opportunities towards the player, towards the opponent. So they're going to be playing it safe. But if my apologies, if EXE managed to win this round, then the scores will be even.
Yes, I really do think that Julius and his team, that is going to be Team EXE, should go forward and get this round comfortably, not give any 1v1 fights, because we see 3 people from the defensive team actually pushing up to them. And this is something we saw yesterday too. And there comes the first peak, and there is Julius with the double kill onto Pixel as well as Starboy. And that is a very, very well played situation. And Jayesh is also going to be taken out. That's 3 members down, and a very easy round as far as I know for the attacking team. And Max is going to be holding up on the screen. He's also getting detected. He is landing a few shots. He's going to be denied the entry because of the Viper's pit, and so is going to be teased. And there comes the shot onto Max, and it is a flawless round coming in for the attackers, and we are down to even yet again.
We are at 7-7 now. As I said, EXE are putting up a good fight up against Entrare now. This is going to be going pretty neck to neck. So I want to see in the chat if you guys think that this is going to go to an overtime match point or not. So just spam in the chat if you think that this is going to be going into an overtime match, and if you guys want to see an overtime match. So let's see what's going to happen. 7-7, 4 seconds remaining on to the 15th round. I think the eco advantage is not going to be with anyone, because my bad, it's going to be with EXE, because they're going to be tasting the fruit of the bonus round. As I was speaking, Mr. Wick gets the opening shot. Starboy will be getting the refrag, while the Starboy Jayesh will be finding the head of pooping wall. So it's going to be 3v3 almost instantaneously in the first 30 seconds of the round. Jayesh with the double kill onto Julius and onto Paradox, and the 4th one onto Wild. What an amazing play by the Viper of Jayesh. An amazing and an important play from him. He was able to take consecutive multi-kills there and make sure that Team EXE won't be able to get any more further advantage than they had. So this time around, in spite of losing, a Team EXE will be able to afford their hands to get Vandals and Phantoms. So this is going to be pretty interesting, as it's going to be an even matchup. There is still an opportunity for EXE to again tie things up to make it an 8-8. And let's see. There is slowly a feeling inside me that we are going to be seeing probably a 40 round game today. And let's see what's going to happen.
Oh, there is Pixel with his shotgun. He's already pushed up into garage of B, and he is going to be holding the position. And if he pushes anywhere close, Paradox is going to be detecting his leg and taking him out. And Paradox playing it very, very passive, holding the important flanks, and with the chamber also watching mid, we are going to be in for a very slow round this time.
Oh, yeah, that is completely true. Both of these teams are going to be playing it really, really slow, because they know how important winning this match is. And there comes Wild with the peak. He is going to be shooting down the Sage wall. And the Sage will be detected any second now by the attacking team. There comes the Viper's pit. And there comes the flash. There comes the engagement. Starboy will be opening things up with the crown of Julius. The spike goes down. And this is the kill for Wild. And there is one for Teased. Pooping Walls will get in the head of the
Oh
Sova.
my god, Teased! Getting the kill onto Pooping Walls. That is very, very questionable.
That is questionable.
we move forward with the round, let's not talk about that. And they are going to be collecting the spike, and the
30
plant
seconds left.
might still go inside of A side, while Pixel is slowly pushing up, and he's going to be getting the first kill, maybe the second as well. The second player is going to be on top of Ness, and he's going to be getting one. Jayesh is going to be getting the refrag, and that is the end of round 16.
Oh yeah, boy, 16 rounds over, and there's going to be a 2-point lead for the team Entrare. Maybe they have to make sure that they win the next few rounds, but this is going to be really bad for EXE because they don't have much economy to get all-in guns. But there is going to be Wild who's going to be making the gamble and going for the Phantom, and a Guardian pickup by Paradox. Maybe, just maybe, Wild and Paradox will be able to do the necessary damage for team Entrare, because if Entrare come out on top of it, it's going to be putting them on 10 points, which means a 3-point lead, a step closer towards reaching the 13-point goal. So let's see what's going to be happening. It's going to be an aggressive push out by Pixel and his team. Pixel takes the first kill on the Wick. Pooping was getting the refrag on the Pixel. There's going to be an engagement, there's going to be fight, and there's going to be Julius Nova Corona coming out on top of it with a kill on the Starboy. That means 2 of the 5 defending agents have gone down. This is going to be pretty impressive because they can reclaim their guns any second now, and that's what they have in mind. Jayesh is going to be walking out of and here comes the revive of Julius onto Wick, and completely
he's
wasted.
going really big here, and Max is being taken out. He is going for the another flash, but well played by Jayesh to actually compliment him there. And the last player, Paradox, is going to be pushing slowly from mid. Both the players very unaware of Paradox's position. Might be getting caught off guard because Jayesh is going to be standing on the wall while the other players is going to be walking up and down of tubes, and he's going to be peeking, and there is the kill from Jayesh. Well played, and that is the end of the 17th round with 10-7. Team ENT are carrying forward the momentum.
Yeah, that is completely true. But this time around, I think that EXT will be able to afford some economy and put it into some assault rifles. And this is going to be a necessary win for EXE if they want to have shot. Why? Because if they lose this round, then their economy goes bad. And that's going to be that's going to put Entrare on just being away from one round onto the overtime. The match points situation. So they have to. So Team EXE have to make sure that they don't do any slip ups in this round. It's a compulsory win according to me for them. They have to be winning it no matter what. And let's see what's going to happen. Wild is going for this aggressively. He goes for the flash. He's going to be pushing like a madman in towards this side, but just not yet. He gets stopped by the wall midway. Here comes Starboy with the slow and the shot from
If you actually look at it, Pooping was able to hit the head of the other chamber, that is Pixel, but Pixel had a sniper in his hand, and that was what put him in an advantage.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
with
the Viper had
having
her
both
hands
the hands
spread out.
Oh yeah.
Like how you have your leg. I mean, what? Okay. Anyways, Wild is going to be holding right outside the Viper's pit, and there is Julius, who's also going to be standing right outside. The Mr. Wick is actually going to be detected, and just give me a second on this.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of confusion that is happening here. A 5v4 for both of these teams. Julius is going to go for the plan. Will he be able to stick it? I don't think so. He's going to be able to stick it. But there comes the pick from Wild. Wild is taken out by Tease. Mr. Wick will be going for the refrag. Julius finds himself on a Starboy. Julius on a second one on Jayesh.
Julius.
Third one onto Sova. What an amazing shot that was. This is going to be the win that I was talking about, which was almost unavoidable. It should be there for the team, and he is going to get taken down by Paradox. Unfortunate for Pixel that this necessary round win for Team EXE is going to slowly put Jericho back on the board and make it possible for a comeback.
That was a very good round coming in from Julius. That is actually putting them in a very good spot here. And even though the economy for Team ENT is not that damaged, we can see Starboy won't be able to go for a... Oh, he can go for a complete buy because his teammate has bonded for it. So this is the last round that ENT will be going for a complete buy. If they lose this, it is going to be unfortunate. Let's see what Julius, Pooping, and the others from Team EXE have in hand for this round. And Pixel yet again playing very aggressive, going to be peeking up onto the side push up, and there he is. He's going to be peeking, he's going to be landing a few shots onto the Viper, and Jayesh is going to be denying entry with the Viper spit. And as we can see, the rotate coming in from the attackers completely towards A side with the footsteps hearing, and it is going to be the defenders also slowly pushing back towards A side. And There is the spray. Max is going to be getting the random spray through it, and Mr. Vic is going to be taken down. And that is the first kill of the round. There is the wall that's completely taken on. The plant will go down any second now. Julius with the plant almost half done, 50%. And as we can see, that's going to be the kill from Max yet again onto while a 5v3 situation. What do you think is going to be happening in this round? Can they actually put this back? And it's a 3v5, and there is Beast and Starboy who's going to be choking up onto Julius. And Pooping Walls is also on Paradox, who really can't do anything in a 1v5 situation. Will be taking one down, maybe two, or maybe three, maybe not. Beast is going to be fighting Paradox, and that's the end of this round. That's going to be 8-11. That is putting them one step closer to the lower bracket finals.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. So this is going to be 11-8. So there is a pressure on the side of Team EXE. But not just yet. But if Entrare manages to win the next round too, then there is going to be an immense pressure on the team of EXE. So let's just hope that EXE will be able to stop the momentum. But unfortunately, EXE won't be having the economy to back that. This is going to be a really big problem. If Entrare manage to win this round, then they are going to be put on a match point advantage. And after that, they have to make sure that they don't succumb to the pressure, and they have to make sure that they don't slip up and do any mistakes so that it doesn't become expensive. So there comes the engagement, there comes the spot of, he gets spotted while he goes up the stairs. Paradox, he's gonna be accompanied by Weil, and they are gonna go for the initiative on towards side A. It looks like all 5 members of the attacking team, that is EXE, are gonna be making their way slowly towards the side. There comes a slow orb, a very crucial slow orb, and there comes the Hunter's Fury. That's gonna be menacing. But unfortunately, no one is going to get trapped by that. And there comes the Recon Dart, there comes the Shock Dart, there is the Viper Wall, there is a lot of utilities already utilized on towards the side. But as of now, there isn't any engagement between both these teams, as both these teams are playing it really, really slow.
And there comes the flash, and they are going to be entering A side. They are not going to be getting denied. And there comes the ultimate from the opponent, Sova. And Paradox is going to be trying and catching at least 1 or 2 people, and he's going to be hitting Teast at least once. Starboy takes Wild down. Oh, immediate refrags, and there is 2 kills coming in for the attacker team, but the defenders are going to be taking 3 attackers down. Max is going to be peeking, and Max is taking down Paradox. Is this going to be the last round of, the last kill of this round, putting them on match point? And there is Pooping Walls. Can he clutch this up? And he has made some noise, and he's going to be taken down. While has yet again been disconnected. So we are going to be seeing a pause timer which was turned on. Yes, so that'll be turned on right now, and we are going to wait for the technical pause to get handled.
Yeah, so this is going to be a pause yet again, and match point. So imagine the pressure that EXE will be feeling right now. They do have a little bit of an economy to get a few guns, but I don't know if it is that strong. But Entrare, they are just 1 round away from sealing things off, from sending EXE away from the tournament and going into the lower bracket finals. So this is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. This is really interesting to see what's going to happen between these 2 teams. Just 1 more round. If Entrare don't play this a little bit overconfident and don't overshoot it like they did in the previous matchup in the second half against NBD. I know they were just playing around. I don't know what was going on there. But if anything like that happens, I'm pretty sure EXE is not a team to let that go unpunished. So yeah, hoping Entrare do make the right decisions to stay in the tournament. And if it's Team EXE, they have to make sure that luck is on their side, and they are able to catch them off guard, probably capitalize on the mistakes that has been done by Entrare, and turn things around. So let's see what's going to be happening. This match has been interesting so far, and while has reconnected, but I think
the only issue that there's going to be is the economy advantage that Team ENT are going to be in. They're all going to be in 150 HP, while Team EXE are going to be forcing out whatever gun they will be able to get. They need this round. They need this round very badly to stay in this tournament. And this is the lower bracket semifinals. You lose this, you lose everything that you've played for till now.
Yeah, that is completely true. But I think we will be resuming with the match any second now, as I guess the players have reconnected to see that the eco of ENT to be at a really bad, dire situation here is gonna make me feel a little bit sad towards their side, a little bit disappointed for them. But this is gonna be a must win. This is gonna be a compulsory win for them. This round should be taken by them in order to stay. Not only this round, as a matter of fact, they have to be winning each and every round from now on. But yeah, for a miracle to happen, you have to take one step at a time, and probably they take the first step towards the right direction, and hoping that they do that properly.
See what's going to be happening. They are going to be starting in 3-2-1, and that is the start of the first match point we're going to be seeing. With 12 and 8, we are going into the 21st round. Let's see what's going to be happening. It's 9:57. If they do finish it right now, it's going to be 10 o'clock, and that's over for the whole games. And in 7 seconds, we are going to be seeing the push that is going to be coming in. The only player with an assault rifle is going to be Pooping Walls. With 18 and 18, he has put his team on his back and has been carrying them forward. While needs to step up right now, needs to show what a rider can do, and let's see what's going to be happening.
Yeah, such miracle plays is what Team EXE should be expecting. Pooping Walls is at a really good position. He's going to take down Jayesh. That's the first opponent goes down for ENT. That's going to be pretty impressive. They have the numbers advantage on towards the side. One of the defenders has gone down, and that's the Viper. So Viper post plant, it's going to be really difficult to play her after the plant has gone up. So the Viper is taken off the board. So this is going to be an amazing situation that EXE can find themselves up. The ball goes up. There comes a slow up. There comes the plant. This is going to be a really good situation for them as Wild takes a kill. Starboy will be going for the revive onto the Sova after getting the kill on the Wild. It's a 4v4. It's a post plant 4v4 situation now as Julius with the Spectre in his hand is slowly making up his way towards the side. Pooping Walls will be picking outside of Yellow Kid. If he manages to get the headshot, it's going to be pretty expensive for him. But Pixel will be getting the kill on the Pooping Walls. It's a 4v3. Will the defenders will be able to clutch things back? Julius will be getting the revive onto Wild, but he gets with the wig will go down after he gets banned. Starboy is
And
going for
that's
the defeat.
the
Starboy
end.
is sticking in, and that's the end. Unfortunate for Julius and his team. They won't be able to come back from this from that position, and it's going to be Entrare who's going to move forward towards the lower bracket final. That's going to happen tomorrow. So what an amazing game it was between Entrare and EXE. A nail-biting game, I should say. But at the end, Entrare were able to get the momentum rolling into their favor.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow with the lower bracket finals. And we are very, very excited to host Entrar again. And I think I was misinformed. My apologies. I think we're going to be seeing the upper bracket finals first, and then we'll be moving forward to the
Yeah.
lower.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't make sense for the lower
Yeah.
bracket to happen before the winners bracket. What we were talking about. My apologies on that one too. So yeah, we will be having the winners bracket tomorrow, and hopefully that you guys will be back to witness the matchup. So thank you so much for your support, guys. This is Rocky and Nightwing signing off.